Hello and welcome to the Fourth Culture. My name is Ramji and I'm your DM and storyteller for tonight. With me this evening is the great Sheena Chan and the garrulous
How?
Lisa
In what
Yao.
way?
All on our own, I'm afraid, as Kie. And we may have some other friends in the studio, but last but not least, and we'll come on to why we're just the three of us players so far, last but not least are our two producers, Hans and Cheryl. Hey! Obviously the reason is that we're just a couple of players this evening because Joe and Ed have a show that starts, I believe, on Thursday. Is that right?
Yes.
That's Thursday, and they're doing tech rehearsal, so they're going to be watching on YouTube. So Cheryl will be cutting out all of the really juicy bits so they don't see that on YouTube when they watch. But yeah, best of luck, Ed and Joe. And the show, if I recall correctly, is facebook.com/pivot
Digital play.
Look at that. We picked right.
I'm not sure if there's more to the...
I think it's Pivot Digital Play.
Yes.
Yes.
Now you made me nervous.
Haha.
Check out the last stream.
Or Google. Pivot Digital Play.
Now how I googled careless. It's not nice.
Isn't it?
No.
Okay.
She gets great.
Haha. We're just ha-haing everyone today.
Haha. Well, fantastic. So, as always, a big round of thanks to our friends who run some of the independent game stores in Singapore. So over at Gamesaurus Rex on Upper Thompson Road, who are a really, really beautiful community of people playing Warhammer, D&D, obviously, various other games. Really cool little shop. And over at Games at Pi, where, again, sort of down in Orchard, but very similarly, good community, really nice shop, and a really good selection of stuff down there. So if you can and you're out and about, which obviously you're doing socially aware, do pop in and say hello to folks and join that great gang. None of this would be possible, and we're in a slightly different studio than normal, but none of this would be possible without the help of ABC.
www.
No.
You said you were going to do the technical advice in Asia. If you're interested, please contact www.
Okay. Stop. Right.
So,
Our friends at ABC have helped us make all this possible, and we, in the course of moving our studio, have lost our script. So, in the course of all that, Lisa has kindly volunteered to do a quick thank you to ABC and really just a sponsor's note. Improv.
So what is it does ABC do? I'm asking.
Oh, so we're going improv interview, are we? Okay. They are a technology consultancy, advisory, and really if you need to know whether you're being ripped off on your tech or not, really. So how do you know that? How do you know how to get a good piece of advice from people? Who can you rely on that's going to tell you the truth?
Consultancy at www.abetterconsultancy.co. Co.
This is going to work in post, right?
Yeah.
When you roll a 1.
Yeah. It's a great question from Sharpie. Yes, we absolutely do have a Discord community. We have a whole bunch of cool people there already, and hopefully you'd like to be able to come and join us. If you go to t4c.online/discord, that's t4c.online/discord. You'll join our Discord community. You can hang out with, well, all of us and various other cool people who are kind enough to come and join us, which is pretty awesome. So thanks for asking. And yes, we'd love to see you there. We kind of hang out there during the week. Some of us even remember to turn our notifications on. Now, on that passive-aggressive note, who has the recap?
That would be me. I am doing the recap. Dun dun dun. Last week on the Fourth Culture, the party arrives at the Vermillion Cassowary, also known as the Late Bird. It is run by a lady not called Samala. And apparently, she's very good friends with Yafir. So, the half-orc boys and Elise, who we managed to save last week from the vampires, have decided to leave the caravan because they are settling down in this place. We said a very fond farewell to them, and then after that went inside the Redbird to meet some of the locals. We met Golam, who is one of the barkeeps. Very hospitable man. Very good with the food giving. Nice. And then after that, Barra told the party about Agatha, this strange auntie in her head, saying that Kie has a dark fate. And we were all like, huh? What? And then Kie was like, no, don't have. And then Barra was like, yes, have. And then we were like, then how like that? Never mind. So, during lunch, I want to say, Kaman discussed what happened on the island that we got washed up on. Well, not really washed up, but we flew in on. Yes, with Kie and Yrsa. And we all agreed that we saw Agatha. But then we couldn't explain why we saw Agatha. Because, after that, the next day, no Agatha. So what is going on? Nobody knows. Anyway, during the night, instead of sleeping like a normal person, Kie got a visit from the Cyclops again. And then Yrsa woke up. But there was no one else in the room. And then the whole party came to check. But they couldn't find anything. So after that, Barra and Yrsa told Kie, you have to face your fears, okay? If this person come again, you talk to them. If you don't want to talk to them, you punch them. Because punching solves problems. Okay. Anyway, we all went back to sleep. And then the Cyclops came again. And then after that, talk to Kie, and then Kie was like, huh? Why are you here? And then the Cyclops was like, do you know anything about your sword? And then Kie was like, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? It's a very long conversation. Anyway, he says that he's actually been around for 200 years, but somehow cannot die. Every time someone poke him, then he come back. And then after that, people push him down the cliff, then he come back. How is this possible? Don't know, but apparently a witch sometime during his life tell him, you have a fate. You cannot rest. You will always come alive again. And he was like, how like that? At some point, tired, But anyway, he told him, the witch told him, you will find your peace through the way of flames. Nobody know what the hell that means. Maybe he need to go and lie down on the barbecue like bakwa or something. I don't know. But anyway, he said that when he saw Kie fighting him and then got the fire come out, he was like, maybe that is my peace. The way of flames. Next thing he know, he gonna chopped by Kie and then stuck inside the sword. And then he also said that inside the sword, there's somebody else stuck there. Got an old man. And then Kie was like, huh? Got another person? Can I talk to him? And he said, he said don't want. Not yet, not time. So very confusing. Not sure what is going on there. Anyway, so Kie woke the rest of the party and told us all about her conversation with the Cyclops. And we were like, oh, really? And then Barra was like, you want to sleep, is it? And she was like, yeah, I want to sleep. Okay, can I poke you now? And then takes out her rapier and tries to attack Kie. Why? Because he thinks, I will cast sleep on you. But right now you are too, You are too fat. I must whittle you down a bit so that the sleep can take effect. It's a very unusual way of doing things, but then again, this is quite common for Barra. So we decided, okay, let's not do this. Separate the two of them. And then Yrsa was like, okay, you never mind. You lie down. I sing you song, okay? I pat. You go sleep. So that was successful. And then Barra and Kaman decided, we slept the whole day. We are feeling good, feeling frisky, feeling kind of, I don't know. I guess Barra was a bit, what's the word for it? Frustrated. That the party wasn't taking her concerns about Kie's dark fate seriously. So they decided to go for a walk in the middle of the night in the forest without telling anybody. No leave note, no informing, no communication. What is this? Anyway. So they went into the forest, walk. Then they come across this water mill, and then Barra said, hey, come on, stick your head in the water. Maybe it'll jog your memory. And then Kaman was like, that is a good idea. So he stuck his head in the water. Did he? I can't remember. In my memory,
in the water.
They were in the water. Anyway, so Kaman started to have this flashback. And then he started to chant this very creepy thing, And then Barra creeped out. It was like, what is going on? Then he thought of, the good words of his leader. And then decided, okay, violence is the answer. And then pop Kaman with his rapier. And then it worked because Kaman snapped out of it. And then they realized that he has memory of the Coral King. And the Coral King is not a good person. And then something about his family, gonna forced to give tribute to the Coral King. Or something like that. But we don't know because we weren't there, we were sleeping back in the inn. Like normal people. Anyway. After that, they were like happy already. Decided, okay, let's go back to the inn. On the way back, both of them gonna attack. By what? We don't know because we were not there. But The people who were there, they saw these invisible creatures that somehow at one point one came into vision and it looked like some kind of monster with tusks rather than fangs. Don't know what they are. But anyway, they can cast spell one. They can dispel your spell. So poor Kaman and Barra were there like, spell and then gonna dispel. Very jialat. Anyway, the both of them got tapao or, taken away into the forest. Never to be seen again. But we don't know about that part lah. But yeah, that's where we left off. Yrsa out.
Peace, nicely done.
You can always do recaps.
So stressful.
It was a big recap last week as well, so thank you very much for that, Sheena. Great. So, if there are no other announcements or things to be brought up in our brand new studio, let's give it a go. Yeah, let's step back a couple of hours, however, because even with that brilliant recap, both Yrsa and Kie have no idea, obviously, that that Barra and Kaman have gone for a bout of night swimming. And so, if we go back to the point where I believe Kie had gone to bed again.
Yes.
And were you Big Spoon again?
Yes.
Right. Happily sleeping away. Roll a wisdom save for me.
Already.
In your sleep.
In your sleep.
Zombie.
Zombie.
No,
Zombie.
7.
7. So in your dream, you find yourself climbing a mountain, and it's a little stylized, right? So everything in your dream is a bit black and white, and with the occasional, like Sin City or a similar movie, so a bit black and white with the occasional splashes of color, just to like really throw it out. It's also lots of mid-tone contrast as well.
Am I on drugs?
But as this dream kind of solidifies, and with 7, you're not going to remember a huge amount about it next day, so this is going to be quite fragmented. 7,
Oops, sorry.
There's an echo. Oh, I thought we'd clear the echo in this room, but I don't really know if that's. You're climbing a very long, jagged mountain, and at some point there are very large boulders on either side of you that are almost shaped like huge plates, right? And so, like, not like dish plates, but just they're very flattened and jagged and angular, much larger than you. And every now and then there's a huge boom of thunder and a crack of lightning that then just illuminates everything in this sort of brilliant white light. And you see around you there are lots of you climbing this mountain. And like, as you're walking your way about it, it's every now and then, whoosh, and then you just see yourself continuing to climb this mountain. And you see as you do so that along and connecting you to you is this thick, spiritually kind of glowing chain. And then you wake up.
In the middle of the night?
No, it's kind of morning. It's hard to know when the dream was, but it's sort of because you had a long rest and you went to bed again, so it's probably early-ish, I would say, 6-ish maybe. But
at this point, do I remember the dream?
That's as much as you remember of it with a 7. So you remember everything I've just said. You get the impression there was a lot more, but it fades away. There were, like, even as you sort of wake, you were like, yeah, and then I was speaking to, and then it just kind of like, it just, how dreams fade like that, right? So.
Hi, Jimmy.
I'm fine. There's nothing. I had this really weird dream. it was really creepy. There was a lot of me, and there was a lot of struggle and climbing, which is usually something I do for fun, right? But I'm so tired. I mean, not like physically tired, like mentally tired. There was this climb. I don't know, maybe Barra got into my head about my struggles, but it was strange. Do you know about dreams?
It's like a movie that plays in your head when you're sleeping.
Yeah, and
Wait, we don't know what movies are. It's
I
like
get the concept.
I've always, just as an aside, I've always wondered how people discuss dreams before there were movies. And if you go back and read older stories about dreams, they're very, very interesting, right? Like how it's very much more like about paintings and visualization. Anyway, but yeah.
Please continue.
Read about them, like dreams before movies. That's cool.
It's crazy, right? It's just until you think about the anyway. We'll do that. We'll do that on our soon to be coming Just Shadding show.
Preview. And there was this. There were many versions of me. I mean, I look the same, but there were many of me. Climbing this big rocky mountain thing.
Okay.
But to each of myself, there was this glowing chain, and I don't know whether it's good or bad, because chains are bad, right? Like it takes away your freedom and it implies a lot of control, but it was glowing. So maybe that's good. I mean, light is usually good. I mean, what do you think?
Okay. I just want to let you know. I, as your Jamhara, will always be here to protect you. But this kind of very chim thing is beyond my ken. Okay? You need to ask somebody else who is better with this kind of dreams and spiritual thing. I don't have the brain for that. I'm sorry.
No, thank you. I really appreciate all your physical protection. Do you think Kaman might know?
Yeah, he might. I mean, if he doesn't know, he might know about it a little bit,
Yeah, I think so. Can we go ask him? Do you
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
too early?
No, it's breakfast time. You see the sun is up, the cock is crowing.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. I mean, before I forget details, it's kind of like fading a bit, but I still feel that eerie like weight, And
I mean, you did get visited 2 times by a Cyclops man who told you that his soul and another man's soul is stuck in your sword. So, to have nightmares after that is, I think, normal.
that is true. I might have a drink with breakfast.
Maybe not, but okay, come, let's go get you some food. Let's go find our friends. So
Okay.
we exit the room.
Yep. Are you heading downstairs or?
Yeah, we'll go and
To
knock on the
Kaman
doors.
and Barra's room.
Okay. You knock on the door. There is no response.
Come on! Barra! Hello? Hello? I'm coming in. Wear clothes. I tried the doorknob.
It turns without a problem, and you find that the beds have been slept in, but there is a griffin egg, sort of like neatly cushioned and wrapped in various blankets and various other things, or what you presume is a griffin's egg anyway. And other than that, they don't appear to be in this room.
Maybe they're downstairs having breakfast.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, come, let's go out. I close the door behind us. We go downstairs.
And so you come downstairs, and it's about 6 in the morning, 6:30 or so. And as you come down the stairs in the Redbird, the kitchen's starting to get busy, and the main area is not very busy, but you can see that some of Yefirthamar's caravan is having some food. And at that long caravan table, you see your friends, Barra and Kaman.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is that meant to be Barra?
Yeah, it's my best I can do. Sorry, Joe.
I thought that was you.
Hello, my friends. I can do Yafir. Yafir's voice makes sense. A good morning. That is my best Barra. I'm just going to say Barra says. Okay.
Okay.
I'm getting a real horrible look.
Come on. Kie has something to ask you. I am going to help myself to the breakfast, and then after that we can discuss it outside, yeah? Okay, very good. I literally go and help myself to the buffet. Yeah, sausage.
So, you mean Sandy, right?
Yes!
Yes, my name is Sandy.
It's like you're right here. So I had a dream. I'm gonna tell you really fast because I'm forgetting it. But have you had a dream? Have you heard of dreams that it's about climbing things like big mountains? You know.
So the thing is, climbing is very portentous. I will make some ritual to find the answer for you.
Okay, thanks. Well, there was also the chains. I think there were a lot of versions of me over there, and we were all climbing, and we seemed. I don't know what it was really creepy because I could see myself climbing this mountain, and there were these chains that weren't pulling us down, but kind of tying us to one another, and I think it was glowing. I'm not very sure anymore.
Glowing chains. This sounds very serious. We should do this ritual.
Okay.
I cannot do it here. We must prepare the spell.
After breakfast?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. I go get food.
Yeah, go, cool. You often get food. You've got a piled plate, and it is full of a very interesting and enjoyable kind of breakfast buffet. This is the whole range of there's freshly baked bread with jam and honey, all the way through to there's all kinds of properly dirty street noodles, right?
Yes.
For the people who've got a proper hangover, it's the no messing about kind of greasy food at one end, and then there's this is quite nice. This is not continental breakfast, which by the way is not breakfast. But beyond that, you feel Tamara kind of excuses himself. A couple of the other sort of caravan merchants excuse themselves as well, saying, Yrsa particularly says, today I will be spending in actually the market here, buying a few things. It's very strange. There's an echo in here again. I don't understand. The acoustics really are remarkable.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure out how to turn it off. No, shut up. Okay, got it.
For those of you who couldn't quite tell what's happening, Sheena is proving the adage of how all Asians are good with technology. But it's all good. I can't remember where your fifth tomorrow was. Oh, yes, right. He said, yes. He said, yes, I will be in the market today. I will actually have a stall today, which will be very good. And maybe we will make some sales. But I will have no need of your services today, my friends. So you are again at leisure. But remember, tomorrow evening we will be leaving. Tomorrow afternoon we will be leaving. Hopefully we will make the next town post haste.
We have a new subscriber. Thank you so
Yay!
much. 2 months streak.
Ooh.
We've been streaming for that long?
Yeah, we have.
Seriously?
We started at the end of December, right? So 2 subs.
2 months streak.
Yeah.
2 months streak. Calm down.
As a thank you, every time there's a subscriber, something nice happens. And for tonight's nice thing, let's say Kie's not going to have a dream for the next half hour. The first of many, I'm sure. Now, you've got a pile plate. You find yourselves you're the kind of the early part, but it's it's like with the breakfast service, sometimes there's a lull where the people who actually can lie in kind of get there for the 8:30ish, maybe I'll make breakfast just before it closes, and the early birds who've got something to do are there 6:30, and then there's this little lull in the middle. So actually it kind of empties out, and you find that there's just a few folks, but primarily just the 4 of you guys there, just kind of munching away at your food.
Hey, So, sleeping with this one is a bit tricky sometimes. The kicks, I swear, the kicks.
Ah, yeah.
Which one is that?
Just go with this, all right? I'm sorry they're not here too.
It's a good thing I'm not that delicate. Otherwise, I will be bruised. Bruisedly.
But I was like, haha, it's very funny. It's very funny.
So, after this, do you all want to go and check out the market?
Oh yeah, I think that Kie was saying that Kaman's going to do a ritual, so maybe we should go watch the ritual.
Yeah, you remember the dream I told you about?
True. I guess the market will take some time to set up also. Okay, Ken, we watch ritual first, and then we go to the market. Assuming no one dies from the ritual. I mean, you never know, magic is an unpredictable creature. Try not to kill anyone, please.
I never kill anybody, that said Kaman.
That is true. So far, it's been her, it's been me, it's been the
Planeswolves.
Planeswolves. But we will see. There's a first time for everything.
I'd like insight checks from both of you, please.
Yeah.
Inside, outside. Check out the back side. Oh yeah, I got 16 plus 1. 17.
16. Just 16.
16, 17? Awesome. So Barra seems really subdued. As in, just very... like by now, Barra would have said something insulting.
True.
Like it's been at least 30 or 40 seconds. And so that's notable of itself.
I would say Kie notices, but after the whole drama of the previous night, she's determinedly not giving in and showing concern.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right? I mean, there's a bit of a Cold War there, right? So yeah.
Bara?
Oh yes, great leader.
Are you okay?
Ah, fantastic, great leader.
You seem quiet. Come on. It's the start of the morning. It's the start of a brand new day. It's time for you to do your song.
Right. My morning song.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody once told me the world was gonna owe me, but I ran out of change today. I feel happy.
Does he sound like himself?
Absolutely not. The second thing is, literally sounds like that. That's how bad it sounds. Like, it sounds that bad. The second thing is, you don't get that normally, that, like, swell. Because, like, the oratory that Barra gives is that, yes, we encapsulate it in the game into a song, but actually it kind of runs into quite a long, it's actually a much longer performance. And there's usually, like, a point where, like, she'll kind of reach out to each of you and make you feel really special and talk about the day and everything that goes with it and turn it into this ballad that's intertwined with this, like, rousing inspirational speech, by the end of which you're just like, woohoo, let's go, right? This was really just like the really bad corporate song that I just gave you, right? It was sort of that level of thing. So, and not just because I'm not Joe Tan, I'm afraid, but
He's not Joe Tan.
It's true. What else would you like to know?
Is that it?
Given that the performance, I'm just gonna
I think I ate something funny last night.
slap my hand on her forehead, like not in a violent way, just to check her temperature.
Hotter than you'd expect.
I think you're having a fever.
Oh yeah, maybe, great leader. Maybe after Kaman's done his ritual, we can maybe go to the market and get some herbs and stuffs.
If you're not feeling well, 2 things, okay? Number 1, don't cleric hop. Just see the one cleric, get it settled. Number 2, quarantine yourself. You go outside, you spread your disease to other people. That is not socially responsible.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point. I might start a pandemic or something. That'd be terrible. Okay,
but you know what the perfect thing is? Since now you're very warm, You go and cuddle your egg.
Cuddle my egg.
Your baby.
Oh, yeah, my baby. Yeah, that's right. I'll go cuddle my baby. I need everybody to roll initiative for me, please.
Oh my god.
That was fast. And that's
Yeah.
terrible.
And I'd like to welcome our guest.
Oh, we have
20.
a guest. We have a guest.
We have a guest.
35.
We have a guest.
Vivian Yap, everybody. Yay! Vivian, way! Woo!
She very poor thing. She's been sitting on the ground for the longest time.
So, hi, welcome to the show. And just before we do anything else, I just want to thank you for being our first guest, which is amazing. And the way you announce yourself is a heartbeat passes and you see a arrow appear in Kaman's forehead.
Oh my god.
Literally just passing straight through the point that he normally would have his little gem and smashing through. And there is a moment as you see that your friend and comrade in arms has taken an arrow to the face. At the same point, and let's say it is so, just to give you some context, Vivian, you're in the inside of the Vermillion Cassowary, and the inside itself is a large, beautifully kept inn on the ground floor, and then there's a stairway that goes up and then back on itself that takes you to the next floor. And you see about halfway up that stairway, holding a bow and arrow, or holding a bow but no arrow. Please describe yourself. Let us know what they say.
You see a really actually about the same height.
We're all
You
short
see
here.
a creature of similar stature as I guess both of you. It's purple, and it has what's that called?
Mohawk?
The dragon scales thing. Mohawk.
Dragon scales?
Scales mohawk. I don't know, but it's like lightning yellow on its head, and it's standing there, looking really pissed off, and it looks like it's wearing a bathrobe made of leather, and it just stares at how many of you guys with a bow in his right hand? 4 of you guys. One is dead.
Oh, yeah.
And then he stares at 4 of you guys with a bow in his right hand, searching around for his arrow lodged in whoever he just shot. And
Kaman.
he just sort of shakes his body, and you hear like a swishing, like you know when you shake a water, it goes, and then he shakes his body, but he just continues to stare at you guys.
Oh my god.
So,
Come on.
initiative, please, everybody.
I rolled
25.
11.
For me, do I roll?
Yes, you also rolled.
Pretty young.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, it's my first time.
No worries.
13
Plus. This one.
5, 18.
So we've got Kie, unknown purple dragon creature, and me.
You rolled a what?
I rolled an 18.
11.
Okay. And let's get a couple of things running here. Okay, so Kie, how much, sorry?
25.
25. Okay, and then we have who was next after that?
18.
18. And that is for
Oh, yay! Ricardian has Ricardian has subscribed to us for a second month.
Thank you, Ricardian. Thank you for the support. Thank you, everybody that's watching and just tuning in, having a great time. We love you. It's brilliant that you're all here. Thank you for the subscribes. So 18 for Chandelier, and then
You haven't said my name yet.
11.
I gotcha. So for Vivian's yet unnamed character called Chandelier.
11.
11. So Yrsa is with 11. And we have which is 8. Cool. So we're all theatre of the mind for this bit because we didn't know where that was going to go. So you find yourselves now with Kie. It's your turn. Kaman has just been attacked.
Yeah, I rushed to come in and see whether he's still alive. Or like had any sign of just what the hell happened.
Oh, my head. It does hurt. Make a medicine check.
While she's doing that, thank you, Seven, for the $5 donation.
Wow, thank you. Medicine. 22.
22.
19 plus 3. 22.
Okay.
Where's Kaman?
That was very unexpected. Okay.
Ah.
I didn't get Lisa Pratt earlier. She's not going to let me forget that. But
Not me either.
well, actually, technically, Hans didn't. But
Take responsibility.
不就
well,
Aiyo.
it's you. Now, so you see that Kaman has an arrow embedded in his forehead. And with that roll of medicine, you also notice a couple other things. The first is that Kaman's face is covered in blood, but then appears also to be splitting open ever so slightly. And as that happens, you see that the skin around his mouth and jaw begins to pull back really tight. It looks like a really bad wound, but you've not seen anything like it before. Like, you don't know what this arrow has done to Kaman, but it's done something brutal.
And he just said, I'm okay?
No, he said, ow, I've got an arrow in my eye.
right. Sorry, the shock. I guess I shouldn't take the arrow out, right? They always say that's bad.
I don't know. You got 22 on your medicine check, so I think you would know whether.
Yes, you would not normally take the arrow out.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, but if it's an arrow in someone's head, not normally, it doesn't matter if you take the arrow out or not.
Yeah. I check whether he's. But I asked, like, are you losing consciousness? Like, is he like starting to black out or anything?
I mean, it's. So, are you going to use your action to do this?
I don't really know what to do at this point. If I clean the blood off his face so I can see what's happening with the stretching and the peeling of his face, does it count?
Yeah, 100% that's an action.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. I'll
basically,
do
because
that.
remember, you got 6 seconds in the initiative round, right?
Okay,
So
I'll do that,
you
yeah.
can choose to like, okay, so you pull out a cloth and you sort of like
Yeah.
grab some water and you kind of clean his face.
Yeah, because I want to see what is up with the splitting.
Okay, so make a investigation roll for me. While you're doing that, I'm going to say thank you very much to everybody that's donated towards our donation goal. What we have for the donation goal is that it's a broader. We changed some of our power ups. This particular one is when we hit the 100%, everybody in the party will gain another ability. Not necessarily more powerful, but just more varied. It's a way of just introducing, as we have in some of the other things, like a little bit of flavor and variance into it. We are not a strictly player's handbook only type of group. Now, sorry, you were.
It's just in the meantime, I got enough.
What was it again?
Yes,
what was it again? Sorry,
Investigation.
investigation, pardon me.
14.
14. I mean, 14 is plenty to investigate the fact that, like, after you wiped a lot of this blood away, you see the face just appears to have these very deep creases in, and the creases just seem to be getting wider and wider and wider, almost as if the face is like the leaves of a petal, and the flower is now just opening. It's really surreal.
I look at Barra to see how, because I already was suspicious at how he was behaving, especially with the egg. So I look at Barra to see how he's reacting.
At this point, because of the initiative order, Barra is just looking around to see where the arrow came from,
Okay.
as if they're about to say something. Yeah.
I see. Wait, so it's still moving and still peeling off.
Mm-hmm.
I step away to Yrsa and let her know what I'm seeing.
I don't think you can get all of that done in one round.
No.
So yeah,
Okay.
that was your action. You can move, and that's about it, I would say.
I step back a step.
Fair.
Yeah,
So
to kind of give a bit of space while this is like. 'Cause
Cool.
I don't know.
That's
whether
totally
it's
reasonable.
gonna-
Totally reasonable. So
yeah,
yeah,
whether-
it's definitely weird though. Whatever.
Yeah.
And again, it could be that like there's all sorts of reasons inside this, but we'll find out what they are in a minute as we go to Vivian. It's you.
So you see the perpetrator of the crime standing at the top stairs, just looking down at you guys somewhat regally, with still a really angry expression on his face, even though he was the one that incited violence on your friend. And he points at the flowering face and and for the first time you hear his voice and he goes, "Die!"
Thank you.
Is that that's not a move? All right.
That works.
And he kind of reaches into his back pocket and draws out a dagger, and doesn't attack but kind of points it at Barra.
Just throw it, or use your.
Oh, okay,
Use your, or use your bow, or use your spear. Just like you're a good. I want to say you're like 10, 15 feet away, maybe slightly more than that. So like you're not. You could move and like jump
Okay.
down and
No,
get
he's
in
not gonna
combat.
move. He's
Or
not
you
gonna
can
move.
like you're pretty strong at range, right? So
Okay, I'll tell you what he'll do. So what he does is that after he screams "die," he slides down the banister of the staircase, and as he's going down, he sort of flicks the dagger. You know, you do frisbee, you do this, and you do the forward throw and you do the backhand throw. He backhands the dagger, and it goes like it goes 360, and it lands, and he aims at Barra.
make an attack roll. Roll a d20.
So mean.
Yeah. Math. 3.
Okay, and 3
Equals cola
plus.
in the description.
Yeah. And what do I add?
So for that,
Oh, sorry. Plus 9.
12. So you slide down this banister, and then you get to this point where you're ready to like cast this dagger, and you have that moment where you know when you go down like the long escalators at the MRT, and you look at the slidey bit that's on the left of you, and you think, yeah, I'm gonna slide down it, and then you realize there's actually one
Yeah.
of those bollard things, and you're like, oh no, this is gonna hurt.
Yep.
So actually, as you slide down, you're about to throw it, and you realize that you're actually on the upper part of the stair, as it has a switchback in it that turns back, and you kind of nail yourself just on the little balustrade ending. You have a very high dexterity, so you kind of vault off, but it throws your aim. So, and you just like that, this dagger just kind of goes boing, and then just kind of sort of ricochets around the room a couple of times, to no effect, I'm afraid.
I have a bonus action.
You do have a bonus action.
Okay, so before the bonus action, I'm gonna just glare at my dagger as if it has pissed me off, even though I threw it.
so angry.
The dagger glares back.
And then
Actually, it's only Kie that happens to.
and then I sort of mutter to myself, retrieve, remember. And then I, like a spy in a movie, I sort of whisper, I bring up my right hand and I look into my shoulder and I go, and. Do I have to do anything? I go, and bite. And then, and then I point in the direction of Barra. And I go, and bite.
Okay, and would you like to describe N?
So as I do that, you hear the fluttering of wings, but it's not a huge flutter. It sounds like many pigeons when you run through. Yeah, it goes, like they're very gross, kind of like ASMR fluttery sound, and you see a kind of like a mid-sized, not fat lah. You have a mid-sized dragon kind of fly out.
Did you just say a dragon?
It's a drake,
Drake.
technically. So it's like a
Call hotline.
you
Bling.
know.
You're stuck
Yeah, I call my cell phone and it goes whoosh. And then he does the stanky leg. No, as I say Drake and I do the stanky leg. I say and I do the stanky leg, and then like this Drake kind of soars, like flutters out to
From
the
where?
From behind me. Yeah.
And it does say, what color is N?
It is bright green.
So this emerald green,
Oh.
sort of looks like, yeah, you know what? At first glance, does look like a dragon, but more in the way that like a dog looks like a wolf, right? In that there's a resemblance there. It's like the right shape and everything, but there's like a dragon is a majestic creature. This is just a pretty dangerous looking creature, but it's not like it doesn't give off that aura of grandeur and terror. Instead, it gives off this aura of just like, being a little dangerous and sharp teeth. And however, this is still a pretty large drake, so it sort of somehow or the other manages to have appeared from behind a much smaller kobold.
Wait, so it's larger than...
Well, at this point, yes, it is.
It means larger than you also.
Well, in terms of overall, because it has a sort of bit of wingspan and everything that goes with it. So, and it launches itself into the air, right, sort of off this sort of set of stairs, and then just kind of dive bombs down with its claws out like this, kind of like striking, kind of heading straight towards Barra.
I'm like,
Indeed, and you
so
see, there's a point where, and that's actually a really good point. Did you guys put your armor on this morning?
I don't have any.
You don't have any.
I don't wear armor.
God damn it.
Barbarian! Putting the bear in barbarian.
But now you're back.
The bear.
Sorry.
That's like the BARE as well as the BA.
Different the
No,
spelling.
don't.
I promise you we are wearing clothes.
That was like a two-legged pun. That was really good, actually. It's like the bear and the bear. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nevertheless, yes, it slams into Barrow with like its hind legs, and just like you see, there's this glimmer of almost like green poison, just like kind of comes out of its talons. It rakes down, and you see this sort of like a almost this injection of venom into Barrow. Okay, that's really good. So I rolled natural 20 there, so you can roll your damage. So so look at the on that second.
This one, yes.
Wrong die.
It's not for your dagger. It's for your drake, right? So yeah.
4.
So 4, so that doubles to 8. And then there's a plus as well, I believe.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. 10. Is it 10?
Are you looking at the
teeth.
The teeth?
Yes,
That's right.
10.
Or it's actually the claws, I think.
Plus 1d6 plus 12 piercing.
12. There we go. So,
Sorry, guys.
So that's 8. So 20 points damage is like, and you see this like huge like gash has left across Barra, as this sort of you're now very close to a very angry sort of green drake.
Thank God, my pet.
Yrsa.
We're not friends yet.
Sorry, thank God to my pet.
Yrsa.
Looks at a fallen companion. What the name? Enters rage,
Sure.
and then decides that the drake is the bigger source of danger at the moment. Okay. We are seated at a table, right?
You were seated at the table, yeah. I mean, like, I think you could be sort of standing if you want to, but pretty much.
Is it possible for me to flip the table to give her an Kaman cover?
I don't know, what's your strength?
18.
Um,
It's more of a logistics thing than whether I can.
it's a big long table, but yes, you can with the strength of 18, right? I mean, it's a heavy heave because it's a big, heavy wooden table, but you could probably do it. Make a strength check for me.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Did you say you raged, yeah?
Huh?
You said you raged.
I did rage, so I
you'll
get advantage.
on it, yeah.
Huh. Okay, I have a 12 here, plus, I believe, is something gross. Plus 4. 16?
16, yeah, you flip the table over without too much of a problem.
嫌多定.
Okay, so that's more to give you protection from arrows, is it? To give some cover?
Yeah.
Cool. Yep, so you've
Or rather, is to give them some cover while she's examining his wounds.
cool, gotcha. So, yeah, you knock up the cover, and that's good. Are you going to move, or
Yeah.
is there?
And I'm going to rush over to the dragon and be like, pick on somebody smaller than you!
Cool. As you do so, it is now. Kie, your turn again.
I rush over to Barra now to see what his damage is like.
Okay, and so Barra is sort of clutching this heavy wound on its side, and are you going to use another action to try and decipher what's going on,
Yes.
like a medicine check kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, make another medicine roll for me.
23.
23. Well, you are you proficient in medicine?
With a +3, I don't think so.
No. But I rolled a 20.
Just a good day.
Fine. So you're a natural 20. Oh, you didn't know you were a natural 20.
Huh?
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's really nice. Good, okay, cool. Normally you go, natural 20!
Oh, it was more like a haha kind of
Yeah, smug natural 20 doesn't quite have the same, but okay, it's fine. But it seems we're passing critique and
Still
notes around.
Barra.
We'll workshop it. Yeah, well, with the natural 20, you see that on the side of Barra, you see this huge rent as the claws of, you're kind of used to seeing gaping holes in Barra's chest these days. But yeah, you see the large rent that's happened in Barra's side has, what you'd expect to see is just like the inner cavity of a human, right? Like it's not pleasant, but you've patched them up a fair amount and you've seen this before, right? What you are actually seeing is, like again, just a layer upon layer of like really heavy, almost flowers, right? But flowers, like the petals are just laid on top of each other.
Do you mean like an onion?
No, that's like...
Darn it.
Almost like instead, if you took lots and lots of pressed flowers and then just laid them on top of each other and pretended
a rosebud?
like a rose
cow's
bud.
butt.
I said croissant.
Wow.
You know what? Yes, that's now Kaman. It's like a cow's butt.
I don't know what that's like.
I mean, just use your imagination.
I
No, it's like lots and lots of pressed flowers on top of each other,
So
like a
messy-
closed like a flower or something like that. Yeah.
What is the thing that's being pressed? Like, is it like it looks like fabric?
Petals?
Like it
Yeah, lots of
actually is
looks.
like flowers.
Well, it's like flowers, but it's giving off the appearance of human flesh and armor.
Barra wears armor, right? The breastplate.
Yeah.
Is the gash at the breastplate or on his abs?
The gash is across. Make a perception roll for me.
I have eyes.
Yeah, but some of this is
Apparently
some of
not
this is
ears, but
subtle.
eyes, yes.
Perception. 18.
Right. So the reason is because yes, absolutely, you have eyes, but some of this is part of these creatures' magic, right?
Right.
So you notice that the gash is across both the leather and the torso, and it's almost like the damage is consistent across both. Like it makes that's not right.
I bound back again, but this time towards Yrsa
Okay.
as much as I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you have ridiculous movement as a monk. So yes. So you make your way over without a problem.
Something's weird.
What? What is weird?
Something's weird with
We're dead,
Barra
man.
and Kaman. I don't think it's them.
What do you mean? Don't think it's them.
Their wounds are not normal. It looks like they are imposters. Like
This
someone-
takes very long for 6 seconds.
Yeah, something's wrong.
This is a very very long 6 seconds. So
Something's wrong. Barra Kaman wrong.
at this point, because you guys got to go whilst they were reacting, it's now the turn of Barra, in fact, and you see there is a point where a small like tendril or protuberance kind of like shoots itself out of the side of Barra's chest
Oh my god.
and then slams itself into the ground, and then another one does the other side and pushes itself out and slams itself into the ground, and then sort of like you begin to see that Barra's head, or what you would presume is Barra's head, kind of like twists back at a really strange angle, and then the neck just keeps going, and out of where the neck is, like a large thorn just comes out and pushes further into splits into two directions, and then another one comes out the other side, another one comes out the other side, and you see this horrific and strangely almost swaying, hypnotically swaying vine-like creature demon thing. Like you've not seen something like this before.
It's not my turn.
I mean,
No, that's Barra.
no, that's
Oh,
very
right, sorry, sorry.
It is going to make an attack at your Drake. He is going to make an attack at you. And that's it.
Okay. I'm standing next to both Barra and
Mhm.
Drake. When the Barra attacks, I'm gonna attack as well. With my sentinel, because he's attacking people that are not me.
Oh, yes. So use your reaction to use Sentinel. Go ahead.
I'll do. Can I recklessly this? I can't remember. Wait, let me double check.
You can reckless, yeah.
Do it, baby. 17 plus 7.
Oh, that's 24.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't process that.
I don't have my shield out, so I'm just gonna use it with two hands. Do I have any pluses
Do you have
from
any
my
pluses?
Children of the Wolf
Oh,
left over from before?
are there any
Oh,
children's?
yeah.
Are there any children's left?
How many? I'll produce those. 3. Oh, nice. So we have 1. We have where are all my
I'm
d10s?
so far away.
2, 3,
Oh,
4. 4 dice. Thank you, everybody, for your help. Whoa. Oh, not bad.
it's okay. We'll have a
Math
one-eyed Cyclops man come and
12.
no, don't
Block my view.
don't want-
Block my view.
don't want.
No.
Okay,
17
don't want.
17 plus 9. 17 plus 9 is 26. 26 plus 4 is 30.
30.
Yes. 30 is my final answer.
Good heavens! So you huge. This is at the Viney Barra,
Yeah.
or at the
The
Drake.
Viney Bar.
Okay.
Like, what the shit are you?
So you make this huge sort of hack, and at this point there is a feeling of the righteous rage of our audience that kind of fills you, and you sort of like channel all of that into this imposter that is erupted from Barra somehow. Make a dexterity saving throw, everybody that's nearby. Not you, Vivian, because you're a fair way away. But you can make one for your Drake, though.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh, I have a 15 plus 3. So
Yeah.
that's.
What?
Just one dice. Yeah. Okay. Which one?
Is that 6?
Yes, that's a 6.
6 plus 5. 11.
Yeah. So, what did you make, Sheena?
I forgot the number. 18.
18. 13. Okay, so you're going to take 9 points of poison damage,
Oof.
and the Drake will take 4 points of poison damage.
And I.
Sorry, it's not 9, right?
Yes, 9.
About 4.
Oh, sorry, you're going to take half. Pardon me. So it'll be halved, then halved again, because of your bear totemy thing.
Yes, yes.
So 7, which is halved to 3.5, which is rounded down to 3, which is halved to 1.5, which is rounded down to 1. Well, that was nice. So, 1 point of damage there to Yrsa. So you managed to get a huge spurt of poison on you, which is like incredibly painful and gets in your eyes and like is really gooey. And you see Yrsa just gets this random flick across her and goes, "Ah, that's so annoying." The Drake gets a little splash as well.
Is it poison damage?
It's poison damage, but it's not actually the way it hits you is that it is a contact poison.
I'm just wondering whether the Drake has poison immunity.
Have a check. There's a stat block in one of those sheets of paper for the Drake. So
Even if it's poison damage, it's still the same. Like
it's a poison Drake, so it might do. Pardon me?
Sorry, I just deduct off the normal hit points.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, no difference.
Never say it.
It has damage immunities determined by the Drake's Draconic Essence trait.
Oh.
Oh, in which case it doesn't take damage. It just kind of splashes off the Drake
My boy.
and onto Kie.
Oh shit, sorry. I'm so sorry, kid.
Always me.
She's always getting splashed on. Is it because you're small?
You small.
I know, but
I should get a. You know that face shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, like proper sort of social distancing and appropriate
Rainbow.
personally protective equipment, I think, is what we need.
Bonjo.
So, however, it is now your turn.
Oh. So sorry, just to recap. You've just who splash poison at who?
I
The
chopped the viney thing. And then it splash poison.
It's splash poison.
so
What?
you know what these things are because you've come across them before, and they're now assuming their natural form. So in this form, you know that they do these sort of long tendril-like whip attacks, and if the thorns hit you at the right angle, they can like basically do contact poison to you.
Okay.
Also, if you cut them open and you're within a certain range, they will splash poison.
Okay. So I am still on top of the stairs. No, I'm not. I'm actually at the bottom of the banister.
Well, you're halfway down.
No, but I jumped over the thing
Okay,
to avoid my weebie. So
fair enough. So you can certainly do it with your movement. It's not that far.
yeah. So I'm gonna go back halfway up the stairs
Okay, so
to
you jump down.
establish some distance,
Okay.
and then I'm going to, I'm gonna take a bow. Do I get another bow since I shot one?
The bow.
You have many arrows. The bow stays. The arrows go, but the bow
Oh,
stays.
sorry, the arrows. What did I get?
Yeah, you have a whole quiver of arrows. Yeah.
So I draw
It would
out
really suck if you had to get a new bow every time you used it, wouldn't it?
like magnet.
Yeah, I get you, I
Anyway,
get you.
I take out a arrow from my mysterious behind, and I aim it.
Quiver is the word we're
Quiver.
after, but mysterious behind also works.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
I mean, a dragon appeared from her behind, no?
dragon appeared from my quiver as well. But anyway, I draw an arrow from my quiver and I take aim at the one that
The Barra.
the Barra. Yeah,
Mm,
the
the
Barra.
Barra-
And as I take aim, so that my action is going to be I'm going to shoot Barra. But before I shoot Barra, I yell, "Stay away, spaghetti hands!" And then I fire the arrow at Barra.
Okay. Now, you have some quite cool things that you can shoot from your bow. One of which is you have the ability to shoot an acid arrow. Would you like to do that?
Sure.
Sure. So you can shoot the acid arrow. You still need to make the hit roll the same way. You just do a different damage roll.
So this die I banned from you. You will not be using it.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
3 plus. Oh,
It was cooler in the description.
It's still going to hit.
this is 3 plus.
Is this your bow?
Yeah, it's
3
crazy.
plus 12. Piercing, so 15.
3 plus 12? Okay.
Wait. Plus 10? Plus
Eh?
10.
Plus 10 or 12? Or plus 10?
This is the to hit.
13.
13? That is not a hit, I'm afraid. So, however, there is a moment as this huge bolt of, green effervescent liquid in the shape of a arrow slams out of this bow
Like phlegm.
and literally slams into the table rather than actually hitting anybody and eats its way, like this huge hole just eats through the table. You can see clear through it. It's a good 1.5 foot of table that it's just eaten through. Not 1.5 foot? No, that wouldn't be right. About that much. So, what's a few inches between friends?
That would be
About
a
6
Subway
inches?
6 inch.
Yeah, that's just Subway 6 inch. That's the way to think about it. Yeah, it puts a good Subway 6 inch hole in it.
Ha!
Okay, I have a bonus action. So I'm gonna look really angry again at the bow that I just shot out. And I'm gonna take another bow and I'm gonna fire it.
How many bows do you have?
Arrow.
Arrow.
Sorry, the sharp thing.
Yes, the sharp
Damn that
thing.
bow.
You know, the thing.
The sharp thing from the quiver.
Mm,
So I'm gonna fire another arrow at Barra.
sure.
Wait.
Ordinary arrow.
Ooh. Is that what I think it is? I don't know. Let's check. Oh, no, it is not.
The one.
Yes, this is a one. I'm sorry.
There's a 1 plus 10. 11.
It's a natural one. So,
Whatever. I quit.
Yeah. So
You wanna leave?
there was a moment where you line this one up, and you're like, God damn it, this bullshit's not working for you today, and you pull it back and you kind of sight your way down it, and you let go, and there's just this Wile E. Coyote like moment as the arrow just kind of has a wobble, which arrows flex in the air. That's fine. This is more like it just kind of decides that, nah, I'm done for today. It's MC day for me. So the arrow just kind of like falls out of the bow
Oh wow.
in a really tragic way.
That's very embarrassing.
Yeah.
My character goes
You see the people in our chat, huh?
there, and my character just goes. And then, yeah, that's my reaction, and then I take one step up the staircase. Just
Hi,
get
Casey.
tired.
You just kind of go hoik up the staircase.
Yeah,
to the other
I'm
side of it.
sorry.
Stay away.
Cool. Okay, so that's your turn, I'm afraid. Okay.
Whatever.
So your Drake will take the dodge action because that's what Drake does. So it starts dancing. As we then come to the second of these creatures, which is
Take a look at the stat block.
again also lying on the ground. That's Kaman, right? In this case, out of the forehead where the wound was, comes another one of these sprouts or sapling type things. It's this sort of like long vine covered in thorns, sort of makes its way out and then branches in two, which then hit the ground and form kind of legs. And in this weird way, like Kaman's legs become and torso become the head of this creature, and out of the legs kind of push out more vines as it sort of pushes out of the way, gets itself up, pushes the table a little bit out the way, and then storms towards Yukie.
Spaghetti.
Making 2 attacks on Yukie and 1 attack on Yrsa. Oh wow, I rolled 2 17s and an 18, so they all hit. So the 2 on Kie, 8 points. So 13 is the first one, 13 points of poison damage. And the second one is 10 points of poison damage.
Okay, hold on. Trying to keep it in.
Okay. How badly hurt are you at the moment?
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Just now it was. Sorry, is it 13, right?
13 and 10, yeah.
Wait. I am not.
Okay. So while you're doing that, Ursa, you're up next, just so you know.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I should do your
Okay, I
damage.
only have 10.
Oh, left? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ursa, 12 points of damage to you.
Oh, sorry, not 10, 20.
6.
It's got 20 left, 6. So, yeah, so 6 points of damage you take, yep. So you've got 20 left?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It is now your turn, Ursa.
Okay. Seeing the madness go down, I'm like, whoever you are, shoot straight, cannot! Then I chop. I recklessly chop the fake Barra once more.
You
Okay.
in the background.
Oh no, this is a terrible roll. Blah. This is 12. I think I missed.
12's a miss in the first one.
Yes, but I have a second attack because I am actually now level 6. Which I forgot about earlier. 19. Thank you, I guess.
But they're both hits, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's a 1 hit. I rolled D10. Unfortunately, no more boosts from my friends out there. I miss you guys so much. I roll 1, of course. So it's 5 points of damage. How the mighty have fallen.
Oh no.
Yeah.
1 point of damage?
5 points of damage.
5
It's
points
larger
damage.
than me though, right?
It is larger than you.
Okay, so this is time for the fury of the smile. I twist. And then I do another 6 points of damage. Because
Okay, so 11 points of damage. That is just enough to put the Barra one in the ground. So you manage to kind of reach back and you channel that rage and you slice your battle axe through. And there's a a moment where, and again, I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That's except well, you need to make it if you're your Drake is immune. So
Oh, yeah.
so Drake
What? No, I'm on a step.
Drake is just there shedding a tear, and yeah, exactly, doing stanky leg.
Sadly,
What do you
we
want?
Halfling luck.
Halfling luck,
Not my day.
and
that looks like the number
14.
14. Okay,
17.
fair. 14 is exactly what you needed. So
Oh,
you
thank God.
both pass, so you half damage. So, so 5 points of damage for you, and 2 points of damage for you.
Is that after all my
After all of the reductions, so it would have been 10 in total. So halved and then halved again. Yeah.
2?
And real Barra's temporary hit points.
so next time Joe does a little song, you're like, I really appreciate those. It's,
Kick the body with one foot and say, "You sing like shit."
Oh,
It's true. It's
that's true.
It's no Jordan. We miss you.
it's not easy, this stuff.
You
Oh, wait. No. Now that I'm done with this one, I am going to go over to the Kaman.
Yep. So you have the movement to do that. Do you have another attack, or you're done? So
No,
fine.
I'm
So
just gonna base it.
nothing with your bonus either, right? Cool. So we then go to Kie. It's your action, right? It's your turn. You just remind you have potions. I think you can drink them as a bonus action.
Oh, yes. Okay. I want to drink a potion of healing.
Okay.
Okay. I've never used a potion before.
Glug glug glug.
I take it out and I drink it like I've never drunk before because I don't think I've ever been this hurt before.
Okay.
And I regain 10.
Ooh,
10. Okay.
wait.
That's something. Isn't it?
2d for 3 and 2. Sorry, no. 3 plus 2 plus 2 is 7.
7. Okay. There we go. So you regain 7 hit points. You can now move and attack, and given you just got flayed by fake Kaman, you can.
Where are they, like, in terms of where I am?
So you had moved up to where Barra's, and then Barra Vine Creature, whatever it is, was, and Kaman was back behind you and behind the table, but then came out, pushed the table to one side, and moved to you. So it's Kaman Creature, you, so the body of fake Barra, and Yrsa's now moved around to be by you.
Okay, I decide to use my key points, 2 key points to do Water Whip. So I...
Water Whip?
Why?
No, I think that's great.
Okay.
I think since last week I've just enjoyed fucking around with Lisa's head right now. It's like, no more dreams.
Yeah, okay. So there's a barrel of water somewhere and I use my key to control it and it comes around in this huge tsunami and I blast like a very strong cannon of water right to where fake Kaman is.
Cool, do your thing. And it's right in front of you though, right?
Yeah.
So it's not a ranged attack. is
No,
it?
no, it's not.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. So, yeah, go ahead. Do you need to make an attack roll? Or do I need to make a save? How does that work?
Sorry. You have to make a save. Dex saving throw.
I rolled a 14.
You just immediately.
Oh, so sorry.
No.
So you see there's a point where it, like, upside down sort of legs and sort of crotch and body of Kaman, which has got the sprouts out of the top and then the vines out of the bottom, like veers out to one side as your water whip kind of comes past him and then sort of dissipates.
Okay, so if you get half damage on success.
Oh, then it doesn't quite veer out the way because as it veers out the way, the whip kind of like splashes across its side. How much damage?
3d10.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yes, thank you.
Are you delivering D10s?
Thank you. Wait, help me watch this one.
Okay. Yeah, correct.
Okay, thank you.
Roll. Oh, I'm so sorry. You bring shame to our family.
1 plus 8 plus 2. 11.
Okay.
Divided by 2.
Oh yes, indeed. So,
So round up till 2.
it's 5.
Five.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I rolled a 1. These things happen.
Well, technically so did I. It's just that I had half of it too.
Go ahead. So that's your bonus action, your action.
And I have one more action, right?
You get another attack. No, you don't. So it's you can do 2 attacks if you take the attack action, but you took the water whip, which is a different action. So, and you don't have your bonus left because you used that to drink the potion. So I think that's the end of your turn. You can move if you want to, but
I will move back a bit.
it will get an attack of opportunity against you.
I will not move.
Okay. And hello everybody that's joined us in chat, and hello everyone, and Manandari and
That's me.
Amy, and it's
You are
It's
Amy?
Maynardary, not what?
You who?
I am Maynardary. You know, like
sounds
Maynards.
Amy.
yes,
Amy is my friend. Hi.
Amy.
We love you.
I don't know.
So where do we get to? We were now looking at background to you.
I am halfway up the stairs again. But this time I'm just not gonna try to do any attacks. I'm just gonna get my Drake to stop doing the stanky leg. And I'm going to communicate mentally with the Drake. So you guys just see me staring intensely.
Your Drake says, "You used to call me on your cell phone."
In my head, I just shut up. Okay, and I am going to tell my Drake this. I'm gonna say, please bite off. Please try to bite off the head of
The
Kaman.
Kaman person.
Okay.
Please, thank you. And
So-
I'm gonna.
Which one's the head though?
Ha!
Because like the head's now the legs, and the legs are now the head. So do you want me to bite in the crotch? Is that what you're saying?
Does it? So it's split out, right?
So basically, like if Kamen was like this on the ground, like with the head and the legs, right? Basically, the head then kind of burst out into the legs, which then uprights itself. Then the legs kind of like had the head kind of like the head with the arms like, pushed out of it. So
Yes, I say correction. Please bite the crotch.
So,
We'll go for a shower later.
couple of things. Number one, this is a bonus action. So you
Oh,
can
it's a
still
bonus
take your
action. Okay.
Yeah.
So my bonus action comes after my action. So before I do this,
bonus action can happen either way. Either
really?
way. It's up
But
to you.
for your Drake to do his biting thing, it's after your
Yeah.
action.
So you're giving the command. That's all.
darn it.
It's okay, you can still
You
shoot.
know what? I'm just gonna throw my second dagger.
The shoot
You
is
can-
not
you can
bad.
throw another
It's really
bow.
Bad rolls. You can do it. Come and what your dice.
So I'm gonna draw out a dagger from my behind my quiver.
Okay, so can we get something in chat for everybody? Can we get a bit of encouragement for Vivian? Right, she's going to draw a bow out of her behind.
No,
You
no,
know,
no.
sorry,
A dagger.
and you're going to use the dagger and the bow.
No, I'm gonna just.
Oh,
gonna
just
throw
go
it
throw the
away.
dagger. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That makes so much more sense. So my fault. My apologies. Cool. Go ahead. Do your thing. And thank you, everybody.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy. Walao eh. Cannot lah. Let's go.
I rolled the natural one,
Hey!
and
So
that
many ones
is
in this game.
+9.
What is happening?
Sure. But the nice thing about natural
Yeah, you-
ones is I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, sorry.
Again.
Bad.
Randomly gonna stab. Friendly fire. It's not so friendly.
8 plus 5.
Yeah, you pass. It's
God.
fine. You just needed to make
I
more.
still
That
wanna
was
be
the
likable.
difficulty was her role, so that's fine. So you did okay there. But there's a moment as this very, very close shave, kind of like maybe you got a new undercut or something on your haircut, but it's like kind of just buys this dagger. Kind of, was that me? Was that?
And then
Make it
again, you just hear from the staircase. And I take 2 steps back and sit down.
You just sat on the
And
stairs.
I sit down, and then you can see me kind of like Magneto with my fingers to my what's this place called?
Forehead, temples.
Temples.
And I'm obviously telling Drake to go bite crotch.
Go micro.
Okay.
Thank
Go
you,
bite
Drake.
crotch.
Sorry.
Okay, hold on. So, because you're level 7, you can attack twice whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
Oh,
So you can actually attack again. And hopefully, you'll roll a number higher.
I think I've run out of daggers.
You've thrown your 2 daggers away.
I have to bring-
You can throw a spear.
Oh, I have. Oh, I thought it was. Nah, I'm gonna. I'm
You
gonna
can
do whatever. What the fuck? Just throw a spear. I'm gonna throw a sphere of warning. Spear of warning.
Spear of warning. It's not a rounding.
Okay lah.
Better.
7 plus 5.
12.
I'm gonna throw it.
So as the spear of warning passes through the air, you hear very, very clearly. All of you hear, "Look out! Look out! Coming through! Look out! Coming through! Coming through! Wouldn't want to hit anyone! Coming through!" And it's a bang.
Yes. And then out of excitement for
Kinda
my
like-
first hit, I go, "Thank
Oh,
you."
it misses the creature because the 12's nowhere near enough, right? But it does sort of like, plant itself really firmly, like a statement into the table. This poor
Oh.
table, man.
Really? So I'm still sitting down, I guess. And I go, "Please, Drake." Bite crotch, thanks.
Cool. Roll for your Drake.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh, 7 plus
This.
6.
13.
Mhm.
I'm afraid that's a miss as well.
Oh, jeez. What is you doing?
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. This is incredible. This is we're breaking in the new studio. Everybody at home, this is what's happening here, right? So
Did you do a ritual here? Huh? Did you pray?
I did.
Are you sure?
I did absolutely.
Did you fling rice in the 4 corners of this place?
I even rolled a pineapple into the room. I did everything.
Maybe because I'm not
I know
legit.
why. Because we weren't the ones who rolled the pineapple. Bochu.
What?
Butcher.
Ayo.
So, however, right, there is that you do hear this wang as the and the Drake is not a long way off from being able to hit. It's more a case of sort of, although there's a slamming of the claws and like an attempt to bite and all the rest of it, it's just not quite able to get purchase on the Kaman creature, but it's definitely in its face again. As we then come to that creature itself, right?
Oh.
So that creature is going to who's there? There is Yrsa, or all three. Oh no, Drake, you're not, but Drake and Yrsa and Kie are all by this creature. Cool. So it is going to do a strange thing. It kind of like begins to like quiver a little bit, and out of its what would have been Kaman's crotch, but we'll kind of gloss over that for a moment, right, appears the almost like the head of a flower, right, which then poofs these spores into the room.
Uh-oh.
I need everyone to make a Constitution save, please.
Constitution.
And this will include the Drake. Oh, no, Drake's immune to poison.
I'm
Ignore
also
that.
immune to poison.
No, he's got resistance.
Resistance to poison. So you get to make a Constitution save, and you'll
Oh,
get to
yeah.
half the damage. Naturally.
What? I rolled 20.
Ugh.
Meanwhile,
I rolled a 6 plus 3, 9.
I think she's going down.
So just at the point that it opens, you go, "What is that smell?" And it's almost as if, because Yrsa moves one way and the Drake is kind of moving the other, and the bat of the wings of the Drake, whatever it is, you are covered in this pollen, right? And it sticks to you, and you're like, "What is
to
that?"
my
And you
poison.
breathe it in depth.
And
Oh man. Half messed.
15 points.
Okay, enough.
wait,
Do we all take the same amount, technically?
No, because this one is a save or don't. kind of
Oh,
one, so yeah.
Oh, so I don't get HP damage.
you don't get, me also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pop.
Oh no.
Please move on.
Are you down? Are you down?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That was it though. It's special attack used. So it then goes to.
You can still fight 1 hit point.
It looks around. Well, it looks around. Doesn't have eyes, but it sort of clearly begins to like turn and sort of scan around to see what's going on. It sort of there's a moment as it clearly almost like half pauses on the where as the flower head thing kind of sees where Barra would be, Yes, that is a great question. How will I torment Kie and her traumatic past if I kill her off now? I don't know. I'll just take the dice rolls as they come.
I forgot about that.
Weeks of
So
planning.
much damage today.
Yeah,
We
but
said traumatic past. We never said how long it's going to be.
indeed. Yrsa.
It's my turn. You stop spotting your shit everywhere! I chopped
Do you think?
the fake command. Hooyah! Let's go. Oh, I rolled a 15. That's very good.
Yes, it's a
15
hit.
plus five. Yeah. Let's do some damage. Hooyah, lama. Hiya, lama. 5. sorry. And then my second attack. 6 plus 7. 13? It's a miss.
13 is a miss, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So, but the other one's definitely has. So 5 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Your
miss
strength
you
is. You rolled a 1 on your dice?
Yeah.
I
I miss you guys so much.
We're dying without them.
Yeah, it's rough, isn't it?
What is happening? It's like the worst. It's like the worst time ever.
Viewers save lives.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, do you have you got anything else that you'd like to do?
No,
Bonus
I
action.
stare at my ex like, what the shit, fuck? The feng shui in this room is pretty much.
Okay, as we then go to
Okay, so remember a long time ago we went to that stupid like cursed cave thing, and then we got these red healing pearls.
I do, yes.
I take one.
Okay, it is a bonus action to use them. They're the same as potions, so yeah.
Yes, I will do what it takes. And it's too desperate at this point.
Do you did I tell you what they did back then?
You just said, I think it just that it was a healing pearl, but not in detail, or if
Wait.
there were detail, I did not write it down.
Right. Okay, fair enough. Good. Let's while you do that, what would you do for your action? And your movement?
I have 2 actions, yes?
You have an action. If you choose to attack, it will be you get 2 punches basically, or 2 hits of your sword.
Okay, the dark red pearls are greater healing potions.
Oh yeah, that's good then. Right, that'll be better.
Okay, still alive, still available to be tortured. I will take Misty Step and go far away.
So actually, just before you do, I need everybody to make poison saves because I forgot. Because when Yrsa did her damage, the thing spurts out
dexterity
poison.
savings,
So
right?
yeah, dexterity savings.
Oh, 18 plus something.
Mine's 20
Yeah, it's great.
Plus 5.
Pass.
It's good. Poison saving is what kind?
In this case, it's dex. Yeah.
15 plus 8 is?
Yay!
23.
23. So
Yeah.
Thank God.
so Drake takes nothing. Yrsa takes 7 divided by 2 is 3, 1 point of damage. You will take 3.5 rounded down to 3 points of damage.
Why? That
Why
was a
did one?
high roll.
It was. That's why you got like halved, right? And now, sorry, pardon me for interrupting. Now you take your greater healing potion, which will do some significant amount of healing, I believe. It should be on the healing potion card. You have the healing
No,
potion
I
card?
don't have the card.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just 1 second. I believe it is 3d6, 46, 44. 44, I'm told by the spirits of the universe.
Yes,
Huh?
Whack.
Oh, I come. How many more do you need?
So 44 plus 4 is your number.
thank you.
Alright. Make me proud. Make me proud. What? Okay, not bad.
1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus
What?
11 plus what?
4.
15.
15.
15. So you heal 15 points damage. Key point for just Lisa and actually to both Ricardian and Casey. You're thinking Pathfinder, Ricardian and Casey, because bonus actions, actions, and movement aren't interchangeable in mainstream D&D, 5th edition anyway. But drinking a potion is a bonus action, so your Misty Step, you cannot use it, I'm afraid.
Oh, could I not have Misty Step before that? Oh,
No,
Misty Step
because it's a bonus action as well.
Right.
Yeah. So, but
Okay.
yeah. So Pathfinder is one that allows you to jiggle these around. I actually quite like the action economy in Pathfinder. It's just a different conversation. But
Okay. I will. If I move, that's okay. Can I move first? Right?
yeah, you can pronounce out. Do you have the mobile feat? I can't remember.
No.
I know I don't.
Okay, in which case then you just take the disengage action and you kind of step out of combat.
Can I like move and then attack?
I mean,
No.
No.
you can sequence it that way, but you would
I think
like
I
you'd
just wanna
miss
avoid-
because you'd be out of range.
Mm,
Where are you moving to? I guess is my question.
just a bit further back so that if there's any like
Splashing.
I'm
Yeah. So basically the splash radius is like the same as the attack radius and radius. Like if you're in combat,
Do you have a range attack? Or even just a sling?
range. I think, but it's all within 30 feet, which would be the same.
Hmm?
Fist of Unbroken Air, but it's within 30 feet. Is that considered range?
Yes, it is considered range because basically the splashing thing is when you're standing next to the guy. So like 5 feet. So
Okay.
if you're further than that, I don't think you get the splash damage. Yeah? But if you're
Say yes or no?
I mean, you didn't see
on the stairs, perfectly
on the
fine.
stairs.
Ah, right. Okay.
Mm.
So can I like move into the range of like 30 feet and then use this attack? Like, is that okay?
So you've already used the bonus action.
Mm.
You can absolutely move, but you'll take an attack
Yeah.
of opportunity as it sort of
Yeah,
usually
what I
passes
suggest
range.
is because you're very injured right now, just take this round to reposition yourself somewhere safe. So take the disengage action and then move away. That would
Okay.
be the safest route.
Okay, thank you. I disengage and move to
Okay.
the safest area, which is
So you have a choice of you can head out of the front door, you can head to the kitchens where the kind of serving food is, and you currently see there's a group of not a group of people, but a few people that are just kind of like have huddled themselves back by the kitchen door, or you can head up the stairs to where Vivian's purple friend is.
I would head up the stairs because I still want to see what's going on.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
you head up the stairs, and as you do so, as you get up to like the stairs like this, and you get up to this midpoint, you see there is a kobold clutching its head in its hand, just in frustration.
Yeah, and then I like,
you know.
look up at you and I just shuffle to the side to give you some space next to me.
To answer the question of our studio audience, yes, monks do have, or rather she has Step of the Wind, which you can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action. However, because she's already used her bonus action to take the pearl, unfortunately you have to use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just to add to that, like I house rule the fact that basically drinking a potion is a bonus action because it doesn't take fucking 6 seconds to drink a potion.
Spoken by somebody who's not choked on water before.
I mean, if you're, it's a choice between that or a griffin through your chest. Take the water choking. That's what I say.
True.
Okay, so
I run.
you run and you monk leg it all the way up there.
If you're benched.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like are you sat down next to?
Yeah, like,
you were
kinda
both
just-
sat next to
Yeah,
each
like
other.
thigh to thigh, a bit too close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
just
know
sort of
each other.
magically, this kind of towel just appears around your neck, as and you have this Michael Jordan moment of just like I took that personally. But as we then go to, it's actually your turn.
My turn?
Buzzer goes.
All right, so
No, I lied. Sorry, it's Yrsa. I missed you. I
Oh,
apologize.
He missed me entirely.
What am I talking about? No, I'm completely wrong. Sorry.
thanking the better.
Obviously, I've just got far too excited at the thought of Michael Jordan being in this game. No, I was actually completely right the first time. It's actually you, Vivian.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. So I am sitting next to And then I'm going to kind of look over and check how injured, like for any signs of physical injury, because I can tell that, it's a good on our side.
Oh.
So what do you look like?
Yeah. How injured are you, Kie?
I mean, I'm covered in poison and pollen.
Poisonous pollen.
You're sticky.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm dirty and it's like dangerous dirt. It's not alliteration going on.
Alright. Okay.
Also a bit depressed.
Okay. So I'm not gonna move, but I've interacted with her and I just sort of like one up this like really sticky
Miss.
like when you just batter your tempura, it's kind of like she's covered with the batter of poison.
Yeah, that's sort of what it's like.
Yeah,
She just
and
needs a little light frying and it's away.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my action to cast Good Berry because the range is wait.
Healing
no,
Spirit's the one you want.
No. I like the idea of giving.
Oh, you're going with that way. That's fair enough. That's a grade A dick move. I completely approve of it.
No. I have a question. So, is the poison contagious by touch?
Are you immune to? Are you
I'm
resistant to poison?
resistant, but I'm not.
I guess
hurt myself.
like in fluffy terms, if Kie went to like hug a rabbit or something, yes, but practically no.
Oh, fantastic! So I'm gonna cast Good Berry, which is a sprig of mistletoe. Do I need mistletoe?
You really have it.
You have it. In fact, your
but
cloak acts as your focus
I
for
would
you.
like to ask you why.
I want to give up that berries.
You heal her for 1 hit point.
Got 10.
No.
Oh, it's a roll, right?
No. You get 10 berries.
Oh, but I don't know
But
why.
she can't cost an action to
Only
one.
what's the
And it
point?
fills her up as well. It's hilarious. That's why I was like, that's a great A dick
What's
move, right?
the
That's you have like, oh, I can cast a healing spirit, or I can give you a
Forget it.
potion. But
Sorry.
you know what?
I'm
Here,
not gonna try.
have 1 hit point instead.
No,
I'm like, that's
I'm not
pro
gonna do
gaming.
that. I can be,
Yeah, you can do this if you want. And it's a bonus action, so you can even do that.
Oh, that is true. Okay, so I am going to do my action first.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to pass my quiver, just like help me hold it. So I sort of pass it to her. I draw an arrow, because it's the only thing I have left. I draw an arrow, yeah, and I'm gonna shoot again.
Who are you gonna shoot?
Crotch.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
His name is now Crotch.
I'm gonna shoot the crotch.
Flower crotch. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yes!
Oh my god, 12.
Oh right.
Our standards are low.
No.
It's 12 plus 10.
Yes.
22.
That's a hit.
Yeah!
Oh, I have to roll damage, right?
So you actually get a second attack as well. So yeah.
Do I get a second attack? I get a
you get
bonus
2
attack.
bonus shots.
Oh, yeah.
2 bonus shots.
I can't do anything else. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wing another bow.
Do it.
Shoot another bow.
Yes!
You got it.
27.
2 hits.
So I'm gonna roll d6. Where's my... 2
2
plus 12.
12. So that's
Okay.
14 for your
And then
first
another
attack.
one.
So just to remind you, you can also, like your Drake uses its reaction to go, woohoo, that's my boy, right?
Yeah.
And gives you an additional d6 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you another d6.
Thank you.
This is for your Drake. So just now you rolled a 2, right? Then you
2.
rolled the pink one.
3.
3. So that's 3 poison and then 2 plus over here.
6, 12.
So 14.
14?
Piercing,
Okay,
3 poison.
okay.
And then you do that again. Roll both dice.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
5 plus 12, 17.
17 piercing, 3 poison.
Please be
So the second, it can only do that once, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
it,
no
can,
3
it,
poison.
it has to use its reaction to do it.
The
so.
second attack is
Yeah.
therefore 17.
That's still good though. So 32 points. Okay, cool.
So
Perfect.
I have 2 more bonus attacks.
You have
Bonus
you have
moves.
a bonus action.
I have
Yeah.
a bonus action. Oh my god, is it gonna die?
That.
Fine.
you
I'm going
don't
to
have
use my... I'm gonna use... No, I'm just sorry. I'm just gonna do the berry thing. I'm gonna cast Good Berry. Because to me, feels fine.
Huh? I'm
That's
covered
fair.
in many layers, ready to be
I'm
fried.
gonna
That's
cast
awesome.
Good Berry, which is up to 10 berries appear... That's my bonus action. Up to 10 berries appear in my hand and are infused with magic for the duration of instantaneous.
Yeah.
A creature can use its action to eat 1 berry, and eating a berry restores 1 hit point, and the berry provides thorough nourishment to sustain creature for 1 day. Okay, yeah. So as I cast Good Berry, you sort of see my creature reach behind again and then just rummage around the back of his trousers, and then kind of after a while pulls out like a handful of greasy looking berries. Bright purple,
awesome.
greasy looking berries, and then I just sort of like reach my hand over and like give you, but just offer a palmful. And then how many are you trying to take?
One is 1 hit point.
No, I still have 10 in mind.
But you.
Yeah, I'm
you've not
trying to ask
encountered
you
this
how
before.
many are you trying? Like just silently like
A strange purple creature offers you
Yeah.
berries from her butt.
Yeah.
Or his
greasy bum berries.
Oh, it's such a bad day.
How did you know my password?
Greasy bum. Yeah, maybe my hammer it's just dropped off. Sorry.
Wrong.
Anyway, I
Wrong.
silently offer.
Unnecessary roughness.
This is all subtext, by the way. So I offer a palmful of like glistening, like oily looking.
Can I
berries.
ask what these are?
Greasy bum berries.
Oh. What are these?
Good berries. And then I just sort of like look at you angrily, even though I'm not smiling now. So like, my character goes, good berries. And I look really angry at you.
Okay, I'm a really nice person, so I take them.
How many do you
hesitantly.
want?
All of them.
No, then I only
guess.
give you one.
Oh, okay.
And then I
Mixed
sort
signals.
of go, eat. Now. And then I like nudge you with my shoulder.
Okay.
You'll have to wait for your next action if you decide that
Okay.
you're going to spend your action
So
on
now
that.
I'm just holding it.
Yes, indeed. You have a berry of shame in your hand.
Sorry.
Um,
For my ass.
Okay. As the
That's my turn.
oh, I'm going to start being nice to Lisa now because that was fantastic. So this strange sort of like flower head sort of again just like begins to open up, and as it does so you see the spores start to regenerate, but it doesn't open up entirely yet. It doesn't launch another one of these attacks. Instead it swings 3 times at you, Yrsa. Oh, that's
She's so
good.
attacked right now.
I got a 19, a 19, and a 23.
I don't have my shield.
Ooh.
Mm.
So 3 hits?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm.
So,
Bring it.
okay, so then it will be doing so 8 points damage for the first hit, 10 for the second, and 5 for the third. So 23 in total. 11. So as it literally, as it begins to, like, you see that sort of petal swollen head, it begins to recharge a little bit, but it goes slap, slap, slap with its sort of 3 sort of heavy, meaty tendrils, and then you feel the vines kind of, even as caught up in the rage of the bear spirit as you are, you feel some of the shredding of the vines as it kind of reaches across your skin. It is now. Oh, Yrsa, it's your turn.
Okay. Oh, actually, when it does that,
Hmm.
I have a reaction.
Ooh.
Yeah. I get beaten up by the thing. I'm like, and then I activate my ability that I gained from the Manual of Gainful Exercise and Managed Aggression.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically cast Hellish Rebuke on
Okay.
the creature.
Cool.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
of... I have no idea what the dexterity saving throw is.
Yeah, we said, I think we discussed this. We said we'd use your strength bonus.
Which
'Cause-
is +4.
Yeah, so that would basically be a +4 plus your, so 15. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So I rolled a 16 on the dice.
Okay, so
So
it passed.
yeah.
So it dodged most of the lanjiao pochi bai.
Yeah.
But it's still going to take half of my 20 damage!
What?
I thought it was 0. I was like, wow.
Oh. Ouch.
Die! Die so I don't have to eat the berry!
Then I have 10.
Ouch. Okay, it is looking brutalized.
but
It's
it's
still just about,
Yes.
you know.
And then it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Yes, I have decided to take up bonsai as a activity in my spare time. Angrily, I swing my battle axe. And I crit!
Hey, that's 20. Woo, you're
Natural 20.
killing it.
Natural 20. Did I really?
No. That's it.
Figurative.
I was just making up for your terrible rolls earlier. I was being like in character. I'll just go back to being a dick then.
No, it's fine, no worries. So what I'll do is I will double my dice. And let's see what I get.
Oh no, really? One?
Yeah.
Ooh.
1.
Do you have Savage Attacker, or is that kind of thing where you get to reroll a 1, or?
No, I'm
'Cause-
not that kind of person.
Yeah, because maybe actually if we get a few more in the new skills for Survey Team 3 bucket, we'll find that one appears because it'd be helpful.
Yeah, especially if I keep rolling 1s for my damage.
Mm.
Unfortunately, that would be a 2 plus 4, which
Ooh,
is
6?
6.
Okay.
On
Okay.
a crit. Small cry.
You get another attack then.
Yes, I do. I swing again. Oh dear, this is terrible. 4 plus 7, that is a miss.
It's a miss, I'm afraid. Ooh, dear me. Though you managed to get that huge crit, you sort of belt your axe in, and it feels like a really solid blow, and it almost as if this thing is split in two, but it seems that it just doesn't actually land, and it's almost like you split something in two just at the point where the two trouser legs meet. So, as in, like, it just didn't actually do the damage you thought it would. It's a strange day today. As we then come round to Kie, sat on the stairs with a greasy ass berry in your hand.
Berry.
Um,
And then I lean over and I go, tastes like vitamin.
Can we have her back again?
I'm down.
Cracking me up, I can't.
so I'm already at a very low point. So I will consider it. I tried to find a clean area of my own clothes to kind of wipe down the berry so it's less greasy, but definitely avoiding the poison.
Okay.
And I eat it.
Okay, so I'm not going to make you roll to like clean a berry, right? It's going to take your whole action to eat it, right? And
Oh, action, not bonus.
action. You can use a bonus action to drink another potion.
I do not have them.
I have not berry.
You should have 2 pearls on you.
Okay, so I wrote 2 healing pearls and then I cancelled it and I put up 1. So I think I passed it to Kaman if I'm not wrong.
No, Kaman wouldn't need it. I'm pretty sure you'd have had it.
Yeah.
The people who do need healing potions would be you, Barra, and Yrsa.
Now here's the biggest question. If you've been watching every episode, has
Ooh.
Kie eaten a pearl before?
No, Kie's not taken any fucking damage before.
Oh, that's true.
She's fallen off the side of a bloody mountain, hasn't taken any damage before. Oh, yeah.
Until today.
Yeah.
There was one fight she got hit quite badly on the
I
ship.
don't think I did
Oh,
it.
yeah, true.
I vaguely remember passing it to someone.
How many were there in total?
2. Well, she has 2. I have it written down in my notes.
Okay, you have 2.
Okay,
So
then
you've eaten
I was
one.
wrong. I...
This wrong is good for you, so it's okay.
Thank you. So this Kaman is quite badly damaged.
I mean, sure.
Oh.
It's not. Okay, but it's like my last one.
I got 9 more.
No.
Oh, by the way, the good berry, have you eaten it?
No,
Okay,
because I'm still considering what to do with my action.
sure.
Oh.
Yrsa, do you recommend that I eat this red healing pearl?
I don't have time to examine the fucking bar!
I just sort of
No,
looked
she said,
really
should I
angry
take the
at you
healing
like, are you
potion?
serious?
Oh,
She wanted to know if the healing potion she should take.
what?
She wanted to know if she should drink the healing potion.
Yeah, sure. Why
No,
not?
not the potion, the pearl. Because that's my
The pearl,
last
yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
go ahead. We will buy more. Don't worry. Just don't die.
Okay. Because I'm like, are these very rare? Okay, then I will
Very right.
put the berry down and take out my pearl instead. Then.
I mean, it's a berry, and the pearl is a pearl. Like, it's not
Yeah, but
like...
one's greasy from a butt and one is not.
No, I get one's a buttberry, right? and the other is not a butt pearl, right? But you don't need to really put one down to
very
get the other.
No, that was like a dramatic like.
Oh, it was more of a. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes,
I've
you know.
upgraded. Okay, I
Yeah.
see. I see. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I take the pearl again.
So the berry's been put down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What was it again? How?
44 plus 4.
I come with.
Thank you. Thank you.
How bad are you still hurt, actually?
I'm at 19. Or should I not take it?
I don't know. If you can stay at range and attack from range, then you don't have to heal just yet. So
Okay,
if
then
you're
I
very
attack
precious
first.
about the pearl, then you don't have to do nothing.
You know, just in case I get like
Yeah, I'm gonna
drenched in
leave this
poison
here with
again.
you just in case.
Okay, thank you.
Goodbye, Chan.
Thank you. Okay, fine. Then from my safe step, I spend 2 key points to use a Fist of Unbroken Air. Which is the first time I'm doing it. This is the first time
This
I'm
is a
doing
ranged fast attack.
What?
it. Fist from
attack?
my
It's my question.
hand.
Okay.
I'm not that style.
Okay.
I feel very cornered right now.
Strong,
Very
right?
confused.
Yeah.
Like I change positions and weird shit happens. What? Are you farting at him?
Huh?
Are you farting at him?
No, fist.
Oh, okay.
What is happening to everyone today? What is in this room? Okay, so I stand up on my safe step and I kind of breathe in a lot of air as much as I can and kind of no poison. I gather as much air as I can and I kind of compress it in my hand and I like punch it at Kaman.
Okay. Go ahead.
Come on.
You have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, they have quite a good strength modifier, but I rolled a 5 on the dice, so they failed. Go on.
Thank God. What does that mean? Okay, haha. Okay, you take 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, that hurts.
10 is this one. Thank you.
No problem.
3 plus 5 plus 1, right?
9.
I don't know. Is it 1-0 or 0-1?
1 0.
1-0. 1-0 is
Is that 10 or is that 1?
That's a 1.
that's a what?
0 is 10. 9?
Okay, and
Is there any pluses to the 3d10?
I can use another key point to take a 1d10 for another 1d10 bludgeoning damage. What does it mean to knock it prone?
Oh, it falls.
It falls ever. Oh, as in, what does the actual rule mean? It becomes harder to hit from ranged, but you get advantage if you hit it in melee. There's some other things in there too, but it's pretty much what it means.
Okay, so it says plus an extra 1d10 bludgeoning damage for each additional key point, and you can push it. So if I spend one more key point, it's both. Like 1d10 plus, I can push it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, I do that.
Okay.
I spend another key point for another
1d10 damage?
1d10. 7.
7? Okay.
7, and I decide to knock it prone.
Okay. Just do me a favor. Make a dexterity save for me.
Why?
I just want to know what happens to the bumberry.
Yeah.
11.
Squish. Okay.
Oh,
so
come on.
now,
Okay.
9 more where that came from.
indeed. So it's
So 9 plus 7, right?
yes. So what does this fist of air thing look like, or feel like, or sound like?
In
Or
my
smell
mind,
like?
it's just like it's like as if it's a real fist, except it's like this invisible compressed piece
Fist?
of air,
Okay.
clean air,
Right.
from my dignified self, that kind of like hits him right in the face, crotch.
Crotch
Wow.
face.
Yeah, crotch face,
Right.
flower thing. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So.
This
So,
is
so, however, regardless of the fact that you're stood there and you're soaked in you're poisoned and you squish the good berry that's given to you and all the rest of it, and you manage to like do this projected fist action, and the thing like is pushed over and kind of falls, and there's a moment as it goes, "Ah!" And then I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Haha. Oh, 16 plus 3, I believe.
Okay. So you will take 4 points of damage as it expires, flailing its arms all around the place as you push through its outer, sort of like, the outer petals, and then slam further into it, and it just breaks up its cohesion, and kind of like there are these two large messes of poisonous, bloody, or certainly disgusting vines, kind of like slowly just like festering in the middle of this really, really rather nice sort of hotel lobby.
Oh dear.
On that note, everybody, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so to carry on with the second half of What the Bloody Hell's Going On? Thanks very much for being with us. We're going to be back, I think, 10 minutes maximum, so we're just going to keep you on hold and be right back. Cheers!
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome back. Just before we left, there had been a explosion as
Preparing myself for the second half.
as Kie had, I don't know why I've got a clip in my hand. Hold on. As Kie had used her fist of fury to blow her way through Kaman's crotch, or the not
Phrasing.
sorry, start again.
Wow. Phrasing.
As Kie, no, okay.
Are we not
Hold on.
doing phrasing anymore?
What's rating?
Oh,
Need more of
it's,
this.
after.
Start again.
Sorry.
As Kie fisted Kaman in the... No, that's not where we're going either, right? So, welcome back to the Fourth Culture, everybody, where obviously you've taken a sharp left turn. You had just used your Fist of Air Fury power strike and had done the... I think, in fact, it was only 7 or so points of damage that was required, so just about right, to put the coup de grace on this strange sort of plant creature thing that had been posing as Kaman earlier. And you are now out of initiative.
Aha.
I would imagine a little confused.
Yes.
Before you guys can speak, my character just kind of stands up from the staircase, goes down, goes out of the dining area, and then you can hear him sort of very, very clearly and slowly, "Are we here?"
Mm-mm.
Go, "Matya! Mop! Please, thank you." And then kind of amble back into the room to the drink and just sort of start stroking the back.
Yeah, you hear a few moments later. You hear a voice go, "Yes, it is entirely dead. All of these creatures have been disposed with forthwith in their entireties.
And then
It is safe."
I sort of look up and I look at you angrily and I do not.
Well, you don't hear; you just hear the voice yelling out.
Oh, so I just look up at the direction of the voice and I do not reply. And continue stroking the dragon. My Drake.
Draken. That'll do.
And I ignore everyone else.
Yrsa looks at her battle axe with whatever goo is on it.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
She's on
No,
the
sorry.
Enough!
Enough of this. No, you're
Once
fine.
you only made
You're fine. You flinch though. You flinch. You're fine.
Okay. Okay, are you okay? Come down here. Yrsa walks up to the small purple creature.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Right? You are the small purple
Yes,
creature, right?
I look up like
Hello.
a smolder, I can't do it now. I can't do it. I look up and then you can like there is a smoldering energy that's around me, and then I ruin it by like by like glaring at you. And I just look at each other for a while.
Hello.
Sexual tension feeling the air.
Hello.
Then I go, hello.
I'm Yrsa. No, I'm sorry. Fuck it. I'm Yrsa. Thank you very much for dealing with those two.
Then I go, your fake friend cannot sing.
Yes, I kicked the corpse. Lousy.
Do not kick poison.
Oh, god damn it.
My name is Chad Delia.
Chadalia. Okay. It is good to meet you, Chadalia. I extend a hand.
I shake it firmly. A lot of like, yes,
Much fun. Good shit.
very alpha despite my performance during battle just now.
Not bad lah, you got some pretty good.
Then I go, talk later, need to retrieve. I go, talk later, need to retrieve arrow, dagger.
Oh, there. There. Over there.
I know.
Over there.
Goodbye. And I go about trying to like yank it out of the ground and the walls.
Chat. Dahlia. What are those things that we just killed?
The very good question. Flower people.
So that's correct, and you know these things as being called vitalas.
Vitalas. AKA Vitalas. Bad.
Ah, damn it. Huh. Do you know where our actual friends are? The ones who are not Vitalas.
I think yes.
Shit, are they in danger? No, that is a stupid question. Of course they are in danger. They wandered off, then two flower people take their place.
You-
Of course they are in danger.
You notice me looking at my Drake and then just saw us having somehow like intense stare down.
I think the smart ones are the ones that went, right? Like, because these ones, they don't, like, honestly, are they in
Oh, you're talking to me?
danger?
Okay.
Are they in danger?
You'll be
Then
surprised.
so our internal monologue and I just go like, what's going on?
I think,
Like,
I think they're just in shock. Like,
Eh?
they're just in shock, right?
Like
I mean,
the two short
I think,
ones?
like, the little green one, like, actually is surprisingly robust. The other one just kind of,
Why do you think she turned down my my good berry?
I
I only have 10 of those and now I have 9.
yeah, manners are difficult though, and I don't know that she necessarily understood that it was a gesture. I think she probably just thought it was like, okay, cool, thanks, but I've got something else.
You
Or-
think I should apologize?
Oh no.
What should I do then?
I think like, in this scenario, just like pretend it didn't happen.
But I
Like, often not talking about things is the easiest way of resolving a problem.
Okay, I understand.
And that's our way, right?
Okay, so as we end our mental conversation, I turn and I go, my berry, and I like stick out my claw, demanding for it back.
I'm sorry. And I kind of show the part of my robe that has been stained with the smashed berry.
And I
It
look
was an accident.
and I ignore that and I look back at my Drake. And I go, did I do it? Did I handle that well?
Are we in the truth-telling kind of conversational mode right now, or are we in the dealing
we're
with?
bros.
I know we are, but it's like, so there's the time and place, and like, if you want
Wait.
the honest feedback, honestly, I think you could probably have.
But you know I have this problem, like I have
get it.
problems with words and like
I get it, and like life is iterative, and you're working on it, and I'm here for you, bro. I really am, right?
so like what should I tell them? I don't really want to talk to them, but they seem like they're my age and they might be good hang.
Offer them a berry, and just and say, look, like, do you really think that this is Ryaka? He's up to this crazy shit, because like, he doesn't touch the village. So I mean, if it's him And because, like, who else controls Vitalis in the forest? I don't know, right? But
Right,
it's
right,
like,
right.
yeah.
Yes.
So if it's him, that's kind of like their friends are. I mean, their friends are probably dead, right? Like, like Vitalis don't just impersonate people; they like leave hanging around.
Well, Anne, I don't care. But I do care.
No. Are we doing the constructive conversation thing still?
Okay, fine, I care.
Cool.
So I should. So, okay. So
I don't care if you care about them. I care about my opinion.
Because you're my friend?
Yeah, exactly. I'm your friend, and like we're buddies, right?
Is this happening?
Yeah, I
real
was
time?
gonna say.
No, it's happening real time, but you can't hear it. We're just
guys
we're just staring at each
Is
other.
it taking
long
the same
time?
amount of time?
100%.
Okay.
100%. It is awkward, weird, dead eye silence, right?
Excuse me.
Oh wait, I think the angry one is talking to me. Talk to you soon.
Sorry, I don't know if you're talking to your dragon or whatever.
Your fault. Village in danger.
The village is in danger and it's my fault.
Both.
Huh?
And your stupid friends.
Okay, so I agree my friends are not very bright. But they're not here to defend themselves right now.
So much pain today. So many warnings.
Shade.
So I will have to defend them.
Your friend naked swimming
Ah!
underwater.
Would that be the blue one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it's
Yes.
his thing. He needs the water sometimes. So wait, are you saying that his naked swimming made these two things come here?
And then I just walk away because you asked me too many questions.
See, this is why. Don't go swimming naked.
I never did.
That's good. I'm proud.
And I sit back down onto the staircase.
Mhm.
And then I think I kind of beckon Anne, my drake, back to me.
Yeah, and it comes over, but along the way, it kind of stops off at you in a kind of like that overly familiar way that like some people's friends will go, "Listen, buddy," right? So kind of like there's this kind of like wing that comes out for half a heartbeat, and looks over and then just goes, yeah, and then just carries on.
So I kind of sit there sinisterly stroking my pet. And I glare at both of you angrily.
Okay. We accept, maybe, that this is our fault. And the village is in danger. And we want to stop it. Can we help? And can we find our friends back? Can you help us?
I'm so tired.
I glare at you. And I go, Riaka. Correct? Riaka.
Is that
Bad. Hot. Fit. But bad guy. He probably has your dumb friends.
Okay.
And I look at my drink and I go, did I do good?
I mean, that was great. I mean, if you didn't get the message from that, I mean, I don't know how you could get the message over better. I mean, like,
Right. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I mean,
Happy to have you around.
I don't know. I mean, some people, they just don't listen, right? They just lack empathy.
Right.
Okay. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to take 1 hour. Get our shit together. Heal up some of these injuries. And then we are going to find this Riaka, get our friends back, and beat the shit out of this hot, fit person. And bad. Hot, fit, and bad person.
And I look at and I go, Riaka, not a good idea. Not a good idea. He is very dangerous. I would not like to risk anything. So, you are on your own.
Okay.
Would you like more berries? I have 9.
I would like more information.
What would you like to know?
Where is Riaka?
I do not know, but I only suspect he is at the peak of Flame Peak.
No. Angsung can chill. I mean,
What?
if he's no one goes up the peak of Flame Peak, you
So
know
where
that.
is he?
He's the next mountain over.
Which is called what?
Angsung Kachil.
What?
I know. We talked about this before.
Stop typing. Stop mentally. No,
And
I
you're not
was-
hearing any of this.
I was mistaken. He is on Mount Aung San Suu Kyi.
Angsung.
Aung Sung.
Yes, Aung San
Aung
Suu Kyi.
Suu
Yes, that is exactly. Wait, no. It's
He's
a
on-
bad day for that. But yeah, there is 2 mountains nearby. One called Angsung,
Aung Sung.
and then a smaller one called Angsung Kachil. It is in Angsung Kachil.
I look at both of you. Is on Aung San Suu Kyi. I suspect you, flower men, were called
Vitalis.
Vitalis? Right, Vitalis.
Okay. So, is Ryaka a flower man?
No.
But he control the flower man.
Yes.
You're doing great. You got this. You got him eating at your hand.
I go, oh God. But on the outside, I go, you fight. Okay.
Thank you. You also.
Your friend.
Bad day, morning, it's morning.
It's true.
Yeah, it's literally like 6:27 a.m. right now.
6:27.
She had a long nightmares.
Bad dream.
So,
I do not care.
what is Ryaka?
Hot. Very fit.
Okay.
Dangerous.
We have established that. Is he a... does he cast magic?
Yes.
What does he want?
To rule. Immediate vicinity.
So... so...
Grasping at straws.
No, you're great. You're exactly right.
Why did he wait until now to attack? Why not earlier?
I do not have all the answers.
Oh, it's okay.
You're welcome.
Oh, that was good. That was really good. The politeness. You're welcome. Yeah, that's great.
Thanks, man.
You got it. You got this. You're getting it.
Thanks, Anne.
So other than Ryaka and the flower people, what else is dangerous in the Aung San Kachil?
Hey, wait, before I answer, can I just want to run through you? Do I get this? Do I get the name pronunciation right? I don't want to insult anyone. Could you just run through the names of those 2 that we were talking about on the way here?
Yeah. So there's sorry, which 2?
The 2 other... Was it O-N-I?
Yeah. So there are so basically just generic terms for demons. So asuras and oni
Asuras and
are basically generic name for demons,
cool.
and there are lots of them.
Okay.
Yeah, there are lots, and Kenku are very.
Just wanted to make sure I don't
Yeah.
offend anyone.
Yeah. There's
Creatures are Asura and Ona. Right? Oni.
Sora and
You are welcome.
And you're both familiar with those. Those are actually very generic terms. That just mean demons, demon spawn, bad people, monsters, nasty thing. But they don't mean like dragons and hydras. It's usually like some form of humanoid monster, often descended from a god or something.
Shit.
I am hungry, so I leave you to whatever you're going to discuss. And I sort of get food from the buffet, and I sort of like push my plate on the table, and I sit on a high chair, and I start like, you know, when a kid just goes like that. So you see a really small but really pissed off looking dragon in his bathrobe, just like eating sausage. And then just like glaring at you, and then like while he's eating the sausage, he's feeding this dragon, and
So there's a guy who came in to start cleaning up. I assume.
Yeah, Gulam and Matya are now just like, they're just sort of making a fuss, and they're setting the table right, and then like the various other serving staff have all been woken up, and they're all just like getting everything ready in one piece. The actual front door has been shut by this point, and there's a general air of like, oh dear me.
I talked to Gollum since we know him.
Yes, hello. This is rather a bit of a mess, isn't it?
I'm sorry for the property damage, but as you can see, it was a necessary thing. So, just to check, who is the angry dragon person over there?
Oh, in all honesty, he's genuinely a very, very nice person. It just it doesn't translate so well into how do you call it words, actions, or languages.
Huh?
You turn around and I'm just like glaring at both of you talking about
But you can tell because in the end, the actions of a creature are what matters.
Yes.
And this is a very upstanding person in the village.
Oh, yes, for
we
sure.
have nothing but respect and praise, and yet they fall on deaf ears. So it is met with scorn, and yet the sort of scorn of love. It is quite a poetic thing, actually. One day maybe I'll write a story.
The scorn of love.
Rather like my upbringing, one might say.
No, because I was just wondering how did he know that these are not actually our friends, but these are flower people?
Oh well, this is the great mysteries of this gentle sir. He and his noble companion they roam these lands. They are friend to man and enemy to demon. Very many of the pathways are clear purely because of them. Now they will never accept a thanks, and you saw, for example, the way that he spoke to Matya, and yet there was no offense taken. Mm-hmm. It is a strange creature, yet very much beloved in this village.
I see. Is there a way to, I don't know, convince him to help us? Because yes, he did tell us where this horrible person is who have stolen our friends, but I feel like without his help, we will be wandering in the woods.
I mean, Chandelier does what the Chandelier does. This is just, it is, you may as well ask the wind to move in a different direction. You should...
is he food motivated?
The Drake is.
Ah.
Maybe if you ask, maybe the wind will not move if you go in a certain direction, but maybe you can move the wind in a certain direction. If you get my meaning, a bit more Matya's food and the wind will certainly start moving. No, maybe not. A bit of a bad time, but...
Maybe. I think I am sort of getting what you are saying, but I'm not
it was a bad metaphor with a fart joke. But the point I'm making is that perhaps you could. They are a package deal. But honestly, you will trust Chadley will do the right thing after all the other things have been exhausted.
Chadley is now doing like arm push-ups on the chair, like training his biceps.
Okay, I think I am also getting what you are saying. I moved back to like a table within the line of sight of Chandelier.
And the whole time I've just been following very soberly behind.
I sit Kie down.
Take charge while I try to.
I sit Kie down in full view of Chandelier, and I start examining Kie's wounds. Oh my god! What happened to you? Look at that! Hiyo, the cut so big. Hiyo, the poison so deep. How are we going to get our friends back when it's just the two of us? 我问天，我问天，安怎？
Chandelier looks pissed. He's so angry. He just sort of like it's all like crunched up and like tense, and he's like shaking from the annoying singing, and his
all
table starts vibrating.
The two of us in this forest that we do not know.
Make a deception roll for me.
I know.
I think that's definitely deception roll territory.
Could it be a performance? They both suck.
I'm happy with performance too. They both work.
14.
Wow. I buy it.
It's up to you. You have a choice. You can either react to the 14 or you can roll insight and let the dice decide. It's up to you.
I'm not very wise.
Oh, you're quite wise.
No, I'm not. I just sort of look at Anne / my Drake, and I say, yo man, like, I feel so bad for them, you know. Like she's really hurt and she's very smelly and gross. Someone needs to take a shower. What do you think I should do? What do you think I should say? Should I bring him to my house? Should I bring him home with me? I only do the. I only do.
I mean,
that.
after a bath.
I mean, we do have a bath.
Yeah, but then we'll have like
That's true.
their dirt in our house.
Um,
But do you think? And it's not that I want to play down the importance of hygiene because cleanliness is next to godliness. But do you not think they might want to get their friends back?
I don't care. I'm sorry. I remember our conversation about
No,
empathy.
it's I get that. But what exactly? Like, think of it from their perspective. If you said, "Hey, how about you don't worry about your friends, but you come over and have a bath at my place," like that's like
That sounds like a really good
that's
idea.
creepy pervert territory.
Okay.
Like it's like too.
I mean, I always do that at the Bluebird Inn,
But-
and the girls don't mind.
But at the Bluebird Inn, the girls don't mind by the hour.
Okay, you
The
don't.
Bluebird Inn
Okay.
for all your needs.
Okay. So what you're saying is that I should be nice and offer them a bath.
I think you should ask them what you could do to help.
Okay, fine.
That doesn't put you in immediate physical danger.
Okay, fine. And then I take a physical deep breath and I exhale.
Aiyo.
You're still talking, right?
Yeah, I'm doing the hiya fasting over. Hiya.
And I slam my tiny paw on the table. And it's so light, it just sort of jiggles like nothing falls off. And I go, shower at my place. And I point at both of you. And I go, and I point over my shoulder. And I just jump off the chair and I walk out.
We have a.
No, too late. I'm gone.
Oh, okay, come. Let's
And
go.
then you hear the big footsteps of like my Drake following me like, and then we walk out.
Let's go.
I walk out and I don't care if you're following me or not.
Go follow.
I bound to the buffet table just before we leave and grab like what's the closest thing to a chocolate cake I can find.
Sure. Make an investigation check. No investigation. What would you make? Survival.
Ah yes, that's
Can you survive the buffet table? Math.
13.
You do. You get a chocolate cake, but it's one of those ones that's got like the little cream layer in the middle, and the cream layer is pandan flavored.
Ugh.
Fusion.
It's
Whatever. I'll
not
take
my
it.
taste, but yeah.
I'm not sure how I
Desperate.
feel about that.
Yeah,
For
it's very.
survival.
That's the thing.
I
It's
kinda just grab-
it's a 13 kind of a roll. Sorry.
I grab the dessert and kind of just follow.
Yeah. No, worries, you got it. So you are you're following along. You don't live like a long way out of town, out of the village, but you do live a little bit sort of out of the village. Sort of a relatively modest little place. It's sort of in the woods.
Yes, I stay, and as you cut through the village to my place, I kind of ignore everyone around me because I hate them, and they're just looking at me.
But they're all saying, "Hey, good morning.
Yeah, just
Hey, Chatelier."
and all
Drake!
and I go, shut the fuck up, shut up.
And but Drake, on the other hand, every now and then just kind of like runs up to someone and rubs against their leg or gives them a little wing or whatever, and is like, "Hey,
I just sort of
how
draw
are
my
you? Nice
bathrobe
to see
tighter.
you. How you doing? How you doing? How's the kids, Marjorie? What's going?" Like that's the
Claw guns.
yeah.
But you can't really hear what he's saying, so all
Yeah.
you're hearing is,
So it's just weird.
and then I just sort of like
The
stomp.
world's friendliest dragon ever.
And I stomp and I turn around like a child and I look at you guys and I continue stomping but quietly because I'm very stealthy. Quietly stomp. And I stomp and we go all the way into the forest clearing and I lead you quite deep in, not deep, relatively deep in.
As you're going into forest clearing, I need you both to make perception rolls, please.
Perception.
We see your friends.
Ew, it's terrible. 10.
Oh, 9.
Okay, so you're finding it very, very difficult to even see chandelier in the forest.
Okay.
Right? It's a weird thing happens. Like going from the village into the forest, like it's almost like he just disappears here. Like it's not actually disappearing, but the combination of his cloak, the manner, the way that it moves, the confidence, and not putting a step wrong. It's just like you are struggling to keep up the way a child struggles to keep up with a parent that's just not paying attention and walks ahead. As in a parent.
How about the Drake? Can we see the Drake?
Oh, the drake's not around. It sort of flew up a little bit.
Okay. Chandelier!
So still stomping, and then but as I'm stomping, I'm talking to him like, "Do you think I did the right thing?"
We can't see you!
I mean, yeah, I just don't know that the bath thing is really what they need right now. But like, you know, like what's your end game plan here?
I don't know. I just want to make friends.
Like, but
You know, they seem kind of cool.
Where the fuck did she go?
but you always want to make friends with transients. Like they're gonna be here for a couple of days and they're gonna leave. Like you need friends of your own age and like people that are like gonna like grow with you and you can grow with them. I mean, it's good to make a connection, but like
Did we lose a purple dragon thing?
Then we keep talking until I reach my house and I turn around and I don't see anyone.
you run back into the woods again.
And I go like, hey, can you go look for them? And I'm gonna set up, get some tea out, some biscuits, so then you can bring them in and then, we can all have a nice bath.
Oh.
Fine.
Thank you. And I sort of like, what's this called? Like shake out my arms and I go inside and like go take my shoulders.
So a few minutes later, so as you guys are like, well, what's going on? Like you do see like a sort of flipping through the wood, nowhere near as gracefully, but like, so still flying through the wood like a creature that's born to it. You see the drake and turns around and it's like,
Oh, thank God you came back to us. We have no idea where the heck he went. He is so stealthy. How the heck? Okay, we follow you? We follow you. Okay, let's go.
Okay. And then you end up at my place, which it's just a big bush. Like just a huge shrub. There is no door. There's like thorns sticking out everywhere. And then you don't see anything.
And was it? How do we get inside?
I walk around the shrub trying to find like an opening.
And then as you walk around the shop, I'm on the inside. I can hear you making a lot of noise. And then watch SpongeBob Patrick lives under that rock. And remember he invites people, he just sort of lifts the rock. So you see like a small purple claw just sort of lift up the entire shrub. And then you see just I glare up from the shrubbery and I go, like I gesture for both of you in. And you go into my
I
house.
clutch Yrsa's hand.
Come on.
And I go,
No scared.
you may enter.
Thank you for your hospitality.
And then when you go in, you see just a circular space, and at the far right there is just a puddle of water, and some like dirty towels on the floor. And on the far left, you see like a table with like a really gross looking candle that's lit. And then I just sort of point at the puddle, and I go, shower. And then tea.
Okay,
And I just sort of sit down at the table and start shaving my claws.
go ahead.
Like, start to shower. I think I am thinking of the very nice magical shower at the
Am
end.
I allowed to have like an herbal bath? Like the water's really gross, but actually like it's like a really nice herbally athlete's shower.
I mean, if you cast Healing Spirit, it'll work out just
Oh,
fine.
I have to cut. Okay, fine. So, as you are in like submerged Mulan style in my gross bath, I kind of walk over and I cast. I use my spell as a good host. What is it? Oh yeah. And I cast Healing Spirit, which is a 2nd level conjuration on the water. Call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. The intangible spirit appears in a space that is a 5-foot cube you can see within range. And the spirit looks like a transparent beast or fae. In this case, the beast that I've conjured is a hippo. So a large, like round, fat piggy thing appears, like it just sort of pops its head out of the water as you are soaking. And then it goes.
But it's glowing with radiance and giving off this really good vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not usually how I react to a hippo in my dirty bath. But...
Sorry, can I just pause for a second and ask on behalf of everybody that's on stream, how many times have you had to react to a hippo in your bath?
It's not how you imagine.
I mean, how many times have you imagined reacting to... Let's just put that one on the table. Nope. Yeah. Okay, sorry, move on.
So okay, the bath.
I'm never sitting on my own again. I feel so victimized.
So apparently,
Think how I feel here every week.
So apparently, my healing spirit spell only lasts for 1 minute.
Yes, but in the course of that 1 minute, that is 10 rounds. How much healing? How much healing does she get in 10 rounds of healing?
That's a lot.
You can. Let me see. What is it? You can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature, no action required. And the spirit can't heal constructs or undead.
So you get 10d6 healing if you wanted to, right? Over the course of that 1 minute period.
I mean, you're in it, so I guess it's yours. I'm just chilling next to my stupid ass candle. Are you naked on the bath as well?
No, we were taking turns.
You literally got like...
I'm not sure your bath is big enough for both of us.
And you got a splash on you, that's it.
Yeah.
Like there was this like...
No, I am...
So
Oh, are you hurt? Okay.
Yeah. I'm like at 57 out of 82. Not very hurt, but hurt.
Okay, just saying the bath is big and a puddle is big enough to contain both Chandelier and Anne.
Thanks, Hans, for the
how much
random hippo facts.
How much healing is it again?
It's 1d6 and it lasts for...
No, 10d6. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 1 round, 1d6.
Yeah,
so
1 round,
10
1d6,
rounds
yeah.
in total. Lah.
Yeah.
So you can heal however much you need first, and then after that, you can exit the bath and we can...
Do I roll it or do you roll it?
Do I roll it or does she roll it?
I think as our guest, you should roll it.
Okay.
I roll
D6, yes, that's one. No, that one.
How about we even be... actually, if you want d6s, I have lots of d6s. Hold on.
4.
Okay, that's round 1.
Oh, I've rolled 10 times. I regret this.
It's
Already.
okay,
So much
you can
effort.
borrow mine if you like.
How many do you need?
10, right?
You roll these 4 first.
Okay.
It's more.
It's okay. We've got enough. Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 5, a 1, 4, 3. So it's 13 plus the 4 that I rolled. 17.
17. Does it heal you up enough?
Yeah.
Cool.
You rolled 17 on 10d6.
No, 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, because that's...
A new low.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you.
And then now you can do for me. The other.
You're gonna describe how you all switch positions. Because there are no like curtains in my
All right, steady.
So I'm just sort of sitting there staring at the candle flame with Anne. Kind of just sort of pacing. No, Anne has his own corner like a cat bed.
So-
but for a dragon.
So all we know is that this glowing hippopotamus has appeared in the bath with Kie.
At this point, I'm just like,
And it's just
whatever.
wobbling.
And Kie, over the course of like half a minute, has somehow become rejuvenated. Right?
Mm. And you smell really nice.
Okay, sorry.
You smell like what the berries would have tasted like.
Like, is it like lush, really nice, or is
No,
it like
like-
high end, really nice? Like
It's really nice.
that
or
oud kind of
like
thing.
a little like rose, like a little woody rose scent.
Ooh.
Subtly.
Bit of ginger in there, or jasmine, or anything like that, or just
Sure, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
There you
whatever.
go.
But it just looks gross. Like when your feet are dirty, you step into a little bit of water that kind of black stain.
Kie?
We're feeling very mixed about this. Huh?
Is the hippo healing you?
I think so. I feel great. I mean, the best I felt all morning, which the bar wasn't very high for anyway.
Are you feeling okay now?
Better.
Okay, get out.
Okay.
Yrsa unceremoniously strips off and gets into the bath as well.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 5 d.
Thank you, Chandelier.
It's 4, 8, 11, 9. What is this? 6?
Yes.
6.
You also will both get a short
50?
rest,
Thank you.
which means you get.
Yes.
I think you get key points back,
Yeah.
and you can pop hit dice if you want to.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Can what?
Use hit dice to heal if you want as well. So for folks who aren't aware of the rules in the way that D&D 5th edition works, when you take a short rest, you have a pool of basically things called hit dice, which is the number of dice that you'd have rolled to gain your hit points, right? So like you're like 6th level as a monk, you roll 68, right? So you have 68 as a pool that you can use to kind of like, to kind of rocky, basically, kind of go, oh, and you kind of like have that moment where you regain health. So any short rest you take, that pool lasts for the whole day. So you basically get 68. So you can use 2, or you can use 3, or you can use all 6 if you're really badly beaten up.
And it's plus your con modifier as well. So
wait,
whatever.
6 to 8 plus con.
Okay.
No,
so
6d8.
Yeah.
So
6d8.
I think it's d8 for monks, isn't it?
Yes, it should be.
Yeah.
Viewers, is it D8 for monks?
6d8. This sounds like a lot.
No, 68 is a lot. 6-8 is a lot. 6d8.
So 8 dice.
Yeah, 6-8
Isn't
dice.
that a lot? No?
Well, I mean, how many hit points have you got?
Now?
No. So it's a pool. Think of it like it's basically, you can game from the couch. Thank you for following. You basically have like you can use them, and over the course of the day, you can only use them once, right? And then they refresh every night because magically everything refreshes every night, right? But so you go, you get a fight, you take a short rest, you use 3 of them. Right? You then carry on, you go fight something else, take another short rest, you can use another 3 of them. The final short rest you take, you can only have 2 of them left. Right? So basically the idea is that it allows for, sort of add a character moment, it allows for folks to kind of go off and not always have to have a cleric around. Right? At higher levels, they just become aware of like, taking a breather and having your James Bond moment of like, you kind of like just go and get the crap beaten out of you and then have a martini and like a 10-minute break and then you're off to the casino, right? It's like, you're fine, right? But yeah, so you can choose however many of those 6d8 you wish to roll as part of your short rest.
Like, for example, Yrsa is level 6. All 6 levels are in Barbarian, so all her hit dice are d12s. I was down by 10 points, so I've decided to roll 1d12 plus my con mod, which is 5. So the assumption is, surely I can't fuck this up. So I rolled and I got a 9. So 9 plus 5 is 14. I add that to my hit points, and now I am fully healed.
Wow. Okay, so I'll use 1d8.
I mean, up to you. How many hit points are you missing?
52 minus 36 is...
Damn, you're still down by that much?
16. Yeah.
Wait, so you're missing 36 hit points?
No. So I'm missing 16.
Okay, you're missing 16. So what's your constitution?
3. No, sorry. No, yeah, 3.
So just to be clear for the folks in the chat who are asking this, hit dice do refresh. I believe the pool refreshes the whole amount each day. It's an optional rule to allow you to. I think it's always an ongoing discussion. There's even a rule in the DMG that says actually these things refresh over the course of a week. It's kind of it's all optionals. I believe it's the pool every day. I'm happy to be wrong though.
So are you allowing us to regain all our used hit dice every day?
Yes, because I like to beat you guys up.
Yes.
And at times we'll also do the heroic thing when you're in a long crawl dungeon where it's actually a long rest is like basically an hour's rest and a short rest is like 5 minutes. But anyway, sorry.
So does she have to roll it all at one go, declare and roll, or can she roll one at a time?
No, declare and roll.
Declare. Okay.
Okay. I'll roll 2.
What's your constitution modifier again?
3.
So that's
So
6.
3, 6, 9. So you're going to get 6 anyway. So it's now can you roll more than 10 on 2d8?
I feel like usually yes. I don't know about
Oh,
3.
you're really tempting fate. Go on then. Burn your 2. Go to it.
Can I roll again?
Sure, of course you can.
I guess maybe I could roll 3.
No, just roll 2. I think that's fine.
Okay.
And hello, Griffin Hedgehopper.
5 and a 3.
So that's 8. 8
So-
plus 6 is
14.
yay. We have one person who can
Thank you.
Small cry. from one.
Okay, so I heal 14.
So just shy by 2. So that's perfect. You're pretty much back to normal. You've got a little cut over your eyebrow.
Oh my god.
That's quite healed.
Water.
And you're all in one piece, right? So
Really
and you're fully
Yeah.
tapped up, and so yeah, you're definitely sort of strange, but you're feeling fully healthed up. And at the same point, Drake's kind of looking at you and going, "Are you hungry? I'm hungry."
So, sorry. I remember empathy. Yes.
I'm gonna go and get some food.
Okay. Could you also, when you're on the way back, get some of those fruit chestnut things?
No, I'm
know
not
the
going
one
to the
you-
shop. I'm gonna
No, from the tree.
No, you just make me disappear and I go off and do the food thing.
God.
You know how this works.
Yeah,
You
but on
just-
the way back, could you also get some chestnut?
Where am I
juice?
going to bring back? It's like, yeah, just like.
Okay, bye.
And you see the Drake just go and disappears.
And then I roll my eyes. And then I just sort of stare. And then the hippo, because it's been a minute, the hippo goes under the water. And you're still in the water. The water immediately becomes like lukewarm and it looks a little bit like a Milo, like the top part. When you leave Milo sitting for about 3 hours, the top kind of like murky, see-through brown.
Get out.
Oh dear. I climb out of the bath. Am I brown as well?
No lah.
Okay.
It's just dirty, muddy water.
So yes, a bit.
I dry off. So thank you very much for the hippo and the bath. It's,
Yes, thank you. I feel so much better. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And then I say, please sit. And I don't know, I point to like 3 small stools, but I guess cause all of us are small, just like normal chairs, around my dingy like wooden candle lit hangout. And you sit down while I go empty the puddle. So I reach my short, because my hands are really short, so like my whole body goes in, half my head goes in, so I'm immersed in the water. And I go shoo shoo shoo, and you hear like a large like a clonk, and then you feel like, and then the water just sort of drains from not like a tap, but like a really dodgy like muddy hole, like your rubbish chute cockroach situation. It goes out that kind of hole. And then I sort of like pat my robe, and I take out 3 wooden cups. I put it in front of us. I sit down, and then I reach into my bathrobe and I pull out like a sack, like a water sack, a brown water sack. And as I pull it out, you see a little bit of my like rippling 6-pack.
Ooh,
And then I unscrew my bottle.
6-packs.
And then I unscrew the bottle and I pour like the liquid inside, and it's green juice. It's literal LA, like Los Angeles green juice.
Oh.
And then I sit down and I say, drink.
Cheers to you, my friend. Also, cheers to you, our new follower, Sigma Colon.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Sigma Colon.
Yeah. So then I say shotgun. Correct. Shotgun.
He doesn't know what that means.
Bota bolampa. I mean, drain your cup in one drink. Yes. Otherwise, you have no balls.
You've been in the army a long time.
Right.
So you.
Okay. It's the old monk, you
And then
know.
while she's trying to shotgun, I turn to
There's a monk that was hanging from the top of a spire writing Survey Team 34 live.
They're bad influence. They're not here now. Barra's not here now.
I'm sorry, Vivian. That's wrong, Karen.
No, Yrsa. I go, what language you speak?
That was Orc.
Huh?
I was brought up by a village of Orcs.
Orc.
Yeah.
And I nod. And I clear my throat.
I was orphan. I can speak a bit of Goblin, but it's a bit strange to me.
And I start zoning out because I don't know what to say.
Anyway,
And I just hold my like green juice and
thank you
stare at the table.
for everything. But we need your help. I know that you know this place. You know this Ang San Kecil. You know this. What's his stupid name again? Risa.
Riaka.
And we need to get our friends back. I don't want to put you in danger, but at the very least,
And I slam my cup and I go, okay!
Oh.
And I shotgun my green juice, which tastes so bad.
thank you. Thank you very much.
And I sort of stare like up into the low-hanging ceiling of my bush ceiling living room, and I silently wish that I did not cast Anne away. Because I don't know how to continue the conversation.
You can bring Anne back anytime you like.
I'm running out of spell.
Yeah, cool. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Do you need some time to rest? If we are ready, we are ready. Your hippo did very good job.
Yes.
There I go. We wait for Anne. Nothing for a while. Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Sure.
For food.
Ooh.
Oh, that's very nice of you. He take care of us. He give us hippo magic one, and then now he give us food.
So kind.
I've never been so touched.
My
Make an insight check.
Oh, come on.
I'm
Six, right?
completely being very sincere about
Six,
that.
I know. I
Insight
get that.
20, right?
Yeah. So you add the plus number, whatever it says.
What
the
is
plus
this? Six
number.
one?
No, that's nine.
9.
Mm.
Inside check is wisdom 11.
That's perfect. So yeah. I mean, I guess it's fine.
What's fine?
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Nothing's
Of
fine.
course, everything's fine at home.
Everything's
Alright.
fine.
Okay. Cool. It's actually getting quite awkward.
That's what I do. One thing you do know is that you will need to bring Anne back.
Yes.
So
okay.
like it's not there's no
So yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's an away. I'm going to cast Beast. Hold on, sorry guys. I'm going to cast.
you just use a spell slot.
Yeah, I just use a spell slot.
Yeah, just use a first level spell slot. And
So I use a first. Yeah. Did you get the chestnut juice?
No, of course I didn't get the chest.
What?
It
Then
doesn't,
what would you?
it doesn't carry well from there. I told you that before.
Anyway, they just had my green juice. You know, I'm running low of green juice.
Yeah, look, I get it. We'll go get some chestnuts for we'll go
Okay,
do
whatever. They want to
we'll
look
do
for.
the shopping run,
They
but
want
like
to look
that's
for Rikaya.
huh?
Ryaka.
We're not gonna what?
What's his name?
Yeah, no. But you agreed what? I thought
I
we
said
said that-
yes. You said be friends. I said yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
without endangering yourself.
I completely forgot. You know, like I love you, but I completely forgot.
I was so hungry. I just stepped out.
Yeah,
for like
but like you bought food, right?
5 minutes. I've eaten, but like now it's like
So
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna look for Rikaya.
Riaka.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so from the outside view, right, does it look like they're communicating?
Yeah, they're eye fucking.
Oh come on!
I'm sorry to interrupt this conversation. If you are ready, we are ready. Since you said we were waiting for Anne to return.
Yes, Anne is back. No, Anne is back. Let us go.
So just to repeat what I said earlier when Anne was not here, we really appreciate your help to guide us to find this.
I do not know where Rikaya is.
Oh, that's fine. To the general area is good enough. And we don't want you to, get into any kind of danger. So you just bring us to that area. We will try and find our friends, hopefully.
And then on the word of friends, what's my character name? Shadilia just kind of looks longingly at Anne. And then just like quietly lifts up the bush, guides everyone out, closes the bush, and says, you walk ahead, I lock up.
Oh, yes, of course. Which direction?
Follow Anne.
Okay. We look at the dragon, or the drake, expectantly.
Where am I taking them?
I don't know where Rikaya is.
No,
Yaka.
like I can take them to Hang Sing Chill, but like we're just going straight there. We're like literally just gonna walk up to Rikaya, like the Asura, the demon spawn guy, the one that everyone's been avoiding, and we're just gonna go, hi, I'm just here with some people, and
Are we supposed to go shopping?
we can go shopping. I like shopping.
I turn to both of you guys and I say, shopping?
Actually, yeah. I don't suppose your village stocks any kind of demon killing thing.
Demon repellent?
And I look at and I go, I guess we could go to Market Square.
Sure, you're the boss, technically.
Okay, now I'm the boss. And I just sort of like look really angry and I just stomp silently off back into the village from where we came.
Oh no, shit. We follow tightly. Behind.
And Anna's in this thing of like staying behind you guys and then kind of coming forward a bit and then like and then like kind of moving backwards and forwards. They're just having a tiff. And you kind of make it back into the village square without any problem at all, right? It's not that far away. It's sort of 10-minute walk back. You're feeling a little bit refreshed. It's probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning now. So the market is up and busy. The talk of the morning is, in fact, the two large viney creatures that are currently dumped outside the front door of the Vermillion Cassowary. As you kind of figure out what you want to do now. So you want to go to the market and look for what?
I'm gonna ask Chad actually on our journey back to the market square. So the Oni and the Asura, do they have any special abilities that we should know about?
Chandelier goes, and stares up into the sky at Anne. And she goes, question mark? Yo. Anne, I remember, did you take notes from the previous time when we did that flyover thing?
I was busy running.
You are ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This entire situation is
They were
ridiculous.
jumping from tree to tree, and I was too busy trying not to get my fucking wings ripped off. We had this conversation. This is why I'm not that pleased about going back. I mean, really.
I already said yes. And I don't do well with saying no. You know that I have a boundary issue.
I get. We talked about this.
Okay, whatever.
You've got to learn to say no. It's not a bad word.
But it's too late now. She's asking. The angry one, I mean, I'm angry, but the violent one is asking.
You're not angry.
Yeah, the violent one is asking what they should buy. And I'm just gonna, just say, rice. Because that's the answer to everything, right? Rice.
I mean, they have rice, right?
Then
who the hell travels
How am I
without
supposed
having
to answer?
rice?
How am I supposed to answer her?
Who
and
doesn't
sound-
have rice in their house? Who doesn't have rice in their bag? I mean, what kind of person doesn't have rice?
And then I just sort of, at this point of time, I'm really genuinely angry at Anne, and I just sort of quit our mental conversation, and I glare at you, suddenly angry out of no reason, and I go, free and easy. See you here 2 hours, and I stomp off, and I leave you to explore the market square and talk to the people yourself.
Okay, thank
I'm going on my own side quest. And I cry and I go, shut the fuck up. Okay,
Okay.
Our new friend seems to have Anyway, let's go shop.
Now Anne is with you, by the way. I stitched.
Flap.
Yeah, Anne is just hovering.
Flap.
See you.
And that sort of then just flaps up a little bit and then just goes and perches on top of the bluebird.
I am going to the Red Bird and to check out the dead bodies.
Right, they've been hauled outside to the front. So while you're doing that, and if do me a favor, make an investigation roll for me. I know that's not your forte, but
Ooh, 19.
-1.
God damn it.
18.
Yeah.
Still, great roll.
-1.
Great roll.
Yeah.
There's such a thing.
Not the sharpest tool in the shed, I'm afraid. Now, in the meanwhile, you guys are going shopping. So, as you approach the market square, it's nowhere near as grand as the one in the Seven Halls, but it's still pretty large. And there's sort of a few different people here, and I don't have the map up, so I'm clearly winning life. Just give me 1 second. In the meanwhile, one of the obvious stalls that you see, because you recognize and you hear the voice, Sihir Tabak has a stall here and has basically got all of his wares out on show, amongst other things. So in addition, there's a baker, there's a
Candlestick maker.
there is no candlestick maker here. There is a chandlery somewhere in the village because, I mean, hey, you all need candles, right? But just for that, Yrsa. But there is there's some really, really good like street food stalls. There's a couple of there's a butcher's stall here. Like it's not where they actually do the butchery, but they have this is where they have the goods. And again, rather consistently with the rest of everything you've experienced in the village of Dawn's Edge so far. It's all immaculate. It's like a farmer's market, like a fancy one, right? It's just perfect. Everything is really nicely done. There's no like extraneous mess. They're even recycling, it's like that sort of level of like, oh, that's nice.
Non-GMO onions.
Yeah, exactly. The whole thing, right? It's all organic. Would you like that with oat milk? Nevertheless,
Orc milk.
Orc milk. In fact, orc milk ice cream is definitely one of those things that's over on the other side. But
You're very
now,
uncomfortable right now.
this is all more stuff for just talking. But now, that being said, there are also some more practical shops here. There is a leatherworker's shop. There is the blacksmith is not in the market, but is the other side of the square. So yeah, a fair amount of things. What would you like to look for?
Okay. Since Yafir is our contact and he probably knows this market very well, I think we should go talk to Yafir and see what else we should buy from here. Huh? Let's go talk to him. Yafir!
As you're approaching, you feel he's in the middle of this conversation. He goes, and this, I will tell you, this is some of the finest. And look at the way this chain just flows. It is purely something that you will not see this side, I would imagine, of, let's just say this side of this mountain, huh? Oh, my friends, how are you? What do you think of this? And he shows you like a silver chain with a locket on the end of it. It's beautiful, huh?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
And he's talking to a middle-aged half-elven man who sort of is looking, just going, yeah, it seems very nice, Chip. Yeah, I think I'd went. Yeah, it seems, well, how much for it? And he goes, I will not even trouble you for the price moment. Please inspect it for a minute while I just discuss with my friends and see what they need. And he looks over and he goes, yes, how are you? I see that it is not just me that is subject to the whimsy of fate, which follows you around like a trollop following a cheap wallet.
Like a broken thesaurus.
Your references are getting more and more complex.
What I mean is, you managed to destroy the inn, and I wasn't there, which means that actually, for once, my life was not in imminent danger.
Yes. It's not your fault, it's us.
Yes, it really is.
Why are you taking responsibility for it?
Because it's clearly you. And you, Maguire, I do not even wish to understand.
Okay.
I showered now.
In mud.
How do you know?
No, you look, because you're covered head to toe in mud. What do you want me to say? It looks like you showered the hippopotamus. I mean, I know there's no... Yeah.
Scarily accurate.
Okay, so Yafir.
That is such a strange...
Yafir, focus!
Yes, sorry. I was talking with a
I
ghost.
lost my patience. So the tall ones have been taken. We need to go and find them. We hear that where they are. What is it?
I am trying to take the last bit of my patience and put it over what has now become my eminent bald spot.
Wow, okay. Good luck with that.
That was not helping.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, as I mentioned, the tall ones have been taken, and we hear that in where they are, there are these things called Oni and Asura. Do you know what the fuck those things are?
What, you mean monsters and monsters?
Yeah. I mean, in the local context.
I mean, in the local context, what does Asura mean where you are from? Bad dude, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of like, unfriendly. Yeah. Or, here I would say it is like, you know those old stories about how the gods used to stride the colossuses, and they would be going places, and then they would go, and then they would go to one place, and then they go, I like the look of you, I will kill your husband, or kill your wife, or kill your other husband, and then I will force myself upon you, and then we will have many godly babies, and we will call them, Hephrolies, and all these things, right? You must have read these sorts of stories. They're all fuckers.
Have you read these stories before?
No.
Really?
I mean, maybe
Oh, you
very
are,
different
of course,
gods.
because you are from. Because you are from
It's okay. It doesn't
Yes.
matter where we are from. The
the
question is-
civilized
Yes,
place,
yes.
not the civilized, but but nevertheless, what this is all meaning is that let us not go into a long story of archaeology and not archaeology, mythology and history here. But I guess what I'm saying is that Asura here is a term of it means like a empowered monster humanoid person thing, like like it is not like a devil, but not like it is like the devil that is within but without. The translation is very hard. I cannot put it in common easily. In my language it is, and he just kind of goes,
It's okay. Focus. So
you asked me a question. I was answering your question. I was focusing on the thing you asked me.
except the focus I want is what kind of special abilities do they have, and how do we fight them?
It is like asking, what kind of special abilities does a member of the Namandan Union have? Oh, no. What does abilities do? What is it that you call the mogwai, the monks? What is it, the flaming fist monk? What is the special abilities of them?
Okay, I understand now.
I
My
know.
question is a bit too vague. How about this? Do you know anybody in the market that might be selling magical items used for fighting things?
My
Here in the area.
dear, what is it you think I do?
I don't know. What do you do? I know you sell things.
You've never asked, but I am an arms dealer.
You are?
And as you look across the shop, as he's looking at all these various weapons and armor and other things, right? Rods and staves and books and various other things. And he goes, part of why I come here is this is some of the finest craftsmen between here between Tarima and Twilight's Edge. This is a strange little town populated by kind of, weirdos, but they are all like, incredibly talented in their own ways. The blacksmith here, my God, the amount of money this person could make, but they decided they liked the mountain air and they joined this. Anyway, whatever. This is not my problem. Nevertheless, I always come out of my way to make the stop here. And if I mentioned in 30 years, never mind. But
Show us your wares.
yes, of course, I will happily do so. I would like to get it up front though that even as my guards, I cannot offer you anything more than my tremendous, fantastic friends and family discount, huh?
Which is how much?
Why talk about money and ruin the party? Let us show you these wares. Let us sample the goodness in front of you. Then, and only then, will we make sure that you have what you need to go and fight these demons.
Okay, so what are your recommendations?
My recommendations? I
to
mean,
fight these monsters.
you have just told me that they're monsters, demons.
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
So what's a good?
I never want to have the conversation about what we should have for dinner with you, ever.
Very rude.
I am not rude, but why? You are the people who are...
Okay. So, one of our biggest problems that we have encountered during our journey here was those invisible creatures? The ones that fly from tree to tree.
Vampires?
The invisible creatures that fly from tree to tree.
So, do you have something that can make invisible things visible?
That is not what I would say my bailiwick quiz, but there is another stall in this market. I think I can probably direct you. Give me a moment to think about it. What else will you need?
What else do we need? Honestly, I think one of our biggest problems is that we have no fucking money.
Yeah, actually, I have like.
Barra is the rich one, but even then, he don't have that much money. Also.
What you? I mean, I can obviously take what's the word I'm after? Barter. Barter. You know, you must have other things.
How about my cursed sword?
It's a possibility.
I don't have much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Abang-
That awkward moment when we literally do not have much.
Yeah, because our rich friends are gone. What are cheap weapons that you have?
Nothing I have is cheap. I mean, what a crazy, insulting
But we are
idea
on
this
a
is.
budget.
What kind of budget are you on?
Small.
Small.
I have told you before, you are nothing if not honest, and you are important people to me. But nevertheless, I would be taking money out of my own children's mouths if I was not to charge you the appropriate price for these.
Yes, but we saved your lives, so we gave.
Technically,
your
I would
back.
just like it put clearly that you also endangered our lives multiple times.
I have 19 gold and 4 silver.
You have what?
19 gold and 4 silver.
I think I have nothing.
How much do I have?
Ooh, good question.
Oh yeah, I don't think you're there actually. In fairness, but
I'm not there, but my
you can roll
Friends
roll 4d12 for me.
This is a D12.
No.
Oh, you can have this back
Take it.
now.
Thank you, thank you.
No, that one is not a D12.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Wait, wait.
so I'll roll two times lah.
Yeah, also.
Okay, I got 12
Whoa.
plus 10, 22,
Mm-hmm.
and then 12 plus 10 again,
Where were these rolls just now?
44.
You have 44 platinum in total.
Does that mean I'm like
You're rich!
You didn't spend it on anything, right? Like, it's not Elon Musk, but you got like a lot of money.
So I'm like,
Actually, no, platinums are coins, so it's not.
oh, okay. Okay, so I have money, and
Well, you're not there, right? So
I'm not there, but
yeah,
Anne is there.
yeah, Anne's there.
So up to y'all. I'm just like still like fuck.
I have 0.
But you've got items, right?
I have my goggles, my sword, my cook's utensils,
Right.
my shovel, my pot and
But who was carrying all the stuff you guys picked up?
So I had the book, but I've read it, so
Right.
it's done.
But it's not useless, right? It's still, usable again.
Oh,
Just
is it?
yeah, it just needs to be used by someone else.
Oh.
It's actually very valuable, that book.
Mine's just my sword.
But it's not usable for like a long time, right?
I mean, you don't know that.
You could ask Anne to fly to me to get money.
I'm not sure. Well, you know.
I don't. It's entirely up to you guys.
Yeah. That seems mean.
Do you have?
You always shout at my house.
I'm sure I've given you guys
By
quite a fair
invitation.
amount of stuff over the course of like a few months. I'm surprised where's it gone?
A lot of it is with Barra and Kaman, actually.
Oh.
So like the ion stones with Kaman, the gauntlets are with
Yeah, yeah,
Barra.
Oh
What
yeah.
else is that? The potions with Split Up
Hmm.
and are
Which
kind
I
of
use.
necessary for this.
So if here's the man sort of looks at you and says, make a
Poor thing roll.
make a pity roll, and we're gonna make that just a luck dice. So that's just a straight roll of a d20. I'll get it from the two of you actually. See how
Oh.
you're individually lucky.
14.
Okay.
18. No, 16, damn it.
Okay. So here's the man goes,
How much you got? 哎呦
fine. Let it not be said. No, please do not do that. Please. Here is what I will do for you. In exchange for you please stopping those pathetic accents that you've been putting on the entire trip. The Yrsa and the I'm Barra and all those things. If you speak with your own accent, like as you have been this time, it has been most pleasant. You have very lovely voices.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, quite so. In exchange for that, for the remainder of the trip, I will allow you to borrow one item each from here, in order to be able to bring back the glory that is Barra and the other blue one. Yes.
This means a lot to us. You are a good man, Jafir.
I am aware.
Man,
Please do not.
show me your most powerful battle axe.
Okay. How about and so he has a fair range of things, and also he has a reasonable amount of pull in the market. So, like, if he doesn't have something, he can have someone do a run for it, or otherwise, right? Like, it's not going to mean that everything's here, but you could probably ask for something if you don't see it. What he has in front of him, however, there is a beautiful ornate heavy shield, right? There is a heavy set of slightly silvered and almost like green patinated half plate armor. It's huge, but
Like
it's
normal
also
human size.
the thing with magical armors is they shrink.
Sizes.
Yeah,
I think
they-
just heights.
Yeah, they're
Height behind the shield.
super cool. Yeah, well, the shield is this is a full size warrior shield. Yeah, it's a good size. There are a set of boots. He's got a couple of other sort of like magical bags and rucksacks and various things like that. There is a horn that is there, like a huge kind of like, long horn of like a sort of like a mammoth or something big that's been chopped off at the end and then inlaid with gold, and then sort of like various other fancy things around it. He has a range of a few rings. There's some staves. In terms of weapons, roll a.
Both of us?
Yeah, well, it depends if you're looking for weapons. I think Yrsa is looking for a weapon. So, Yrsa, roll a D100.
Take one. We're 43.
Okay. Cool. So there is a great sword, a long sword, and
It's like
a.
the javelin.
Okay, cool. A javelin. There we go.
No! God damn it!
That works. I mean, it's a random roll. I don't care. That's good for me. Great sword, long sword, javelin.
No, I mean,
A grey sword?
A
Great-
great
great
sword,
sword.
a long
Yeah.
sword.
It's not an
and a
okay
javelin.
sword, it's a great sword.
It's
Sorry. So the only one that I can really use, I think.
long sword and javelin. You can use.
Yeah. What are the properties of this long sword?
Well, because I'm lending it to you and I will get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Combination of well, here, let me show you. And he sort of pulls it out and he sort of goes, 1 second. And opens up a book and he goes, that is very straightforward. Flame on. And the thing just like lights up in flame and he goes, flame off. And he comes off. He goes, very straightforward, actually. I thought it would be something in some strange, obscure language, or I hate primordial. It's just like gets stuck in the bottom of your throat. You go, yeah, but this is just flame on and flame. Oh, sorry. God damn it.
Oh, careful! I beat up the fire.
This is how I.
Okay.
But I mean, it is pretty good, actually. I think it made with some other things as well. But I mean, I think you just hit people with the sharp end of it.
Yeah. That quite direct. How about this one, the javelin?
This is quite clever. This you throw, and as you throw it, it converts itself into it's called an astra. It is a huge beam of light and electricity that shoots its way across, and it can move across the battlefield and decimate many. It's a huge weapon.
Very cool. Okay.
And that great sword is a great sword of badassery.
Cool. So,
You see, Yrsa, I think you're looking at that great sword and you're thinking,
it's too big for me.
but you see, Yrsa, I think you are, sometimes we are all trapped in the things we cannot do rather than the things we can do.
But it is a physical limitation. I am a small character and that is a big sword.
Reach out and grab the sword, Yrsa,
Okay. I use both hands.
and say the command word, which is
And smaller.
Sorry. Please shrink to become a dagger.
sure, and swollen.
And smaller.
And what happens is, from your perspective, make a perception roll.
7.
Cool. The sword has become a lot smaller. Like you can now carry that sword in one hand. Yeah.
It's a parang.
Yeah. What's interesting is that you've just seen Yrsa grow massively per the size of an enlarged spell.
My God.
Right? Like she's now about 6 feet tall. And waving a huge greatsword around. Like it's the thing. A moment later you hear the sound of like a, I don't know, some sort of rabbit or something from way below you as you look down, and you see a very small sort of halfling.
This is so funny. The sword becomes small. My friend also becomes small. No, you're very big.
It's not quite that big. This is you literally just kind of like double the size, same as the enlarged spell, basically. He says, yes, this basically made it interesting for you. It is, it allows you to manipulate these things, if you will.
I am big. I am big.
And then from really far away, I hear it and I go, shut the fuck up.
I start doing the Godzilla thing a little bit. Like stomp on random grass. And
Just to be clear,
You're in
you
the
are
middle.
only 6.5 feet tall, right? I mean, I know for you that's much bigger, but like it's literally
Yeah,
just like you're just like a tall person, right?
This is like, Yrsa has never felt this bigness before. Like,
Awesome. As you that's kind of you. He says, "So I think you seem quite pleased with this one."
yes. This is the weapon for me. Thank you. I will borrow it.
Yrsa, did we not agree about the accent thing?
No, this is my actual accent.
Oh, is
Just
it?
I'm big now. Wait,
Oh.
how do I become small again?
Oh, you say the other word.
I'm bigger. It was such a liberating feeling. I've never been big before in my life.
You now have a huge greatsword, then.
Oh, Jesus.
Sweet. And he says, and for you, I do not know what is it that you need.
Do you have any good shields?
Can you use a shield?
Yeah, can you?
Can I?
I don't know.
Oh.
I do not
didn't know that was a
believe,
thing.
from my experience anyway, it you can, but it stops you using all of your things.
Hans has a very good recommendation.
Oh.
I would actually want a lantern of revealing if they have one, or dust of appearance.
What is that?
Basically, it makes
it's
invisible things visible.
Right.
I mean, I think both are very reasonable. And so looks over and goes, Eric, check in the boxes if we have lantern of revealing. I do not know, but it seems the kind of thing we've carried a few in stock before. And
Of course, this is on loan. How are you on healing potions? I think I still have 2.
Yeah, I have one more healing pearl, right?
Mm.
I didn't use it in the end, right?
I do not know. I was not
Yeah,
there.
no, I didn't. I didn't use it. Yeah, so I only have one healing pearl, but I think Kaman has a healing potion. Also, there's another healing potion in our group somewhere.
So my plan is to go back to their room and check if they bought all their stuff. Given that the egg's still there, I'm hoping maybe their pets might still be there.
Totally reasonable. He sort of looks at you and goes, I think what would be helpful for you? And Eric kind of comes back a moment later and then he says, We do not have lanterns of revealing on this trip, I'm afraid. I mean, that's sort of, sorry. It's not, I mean, obviously, what is it you wish to use it for anyway?
To see creatures that are invisible. Because
Yeah, since we
cannot
had
see
problems the
them.
last time.
Yeah.
Oh, you that's literally all that you're just looking to like be able to. I mean, we've got some and he kind of wanders off and he comes back and he sort of brings out a large sort of alchemist's case that's got lots of little almost test tube sort of in with. I think he has we've got some potions of see invisibility, if that would. I mean, they'll allow you to sort of. They last maybe sort of a total of an hour, so they're not like the same thing as like
Right.
but it will allow you to.
That
This
sounds
one.
pretty good.
But
Yeah.
these are not like you can't return these.
Yeah.
So, and you've heard the matter. But what I will do is I will do it on a. If you return them because you've not used them, then I will refund your money.
How much are they?
For you, I will give you the discounted price of 42 gold per potion.
How much you have?
19.
Eh? Is that after discount? Before, right?
This is not going to work, is it? Fine. Look, do not tell us anybody this is the case. And he sort of reaches under his sort of like shirt and he kind of pulls out a pendant on a medallion. It's got a sort of a small sort of reddish ruby on the bottom, and he sort of says, wear this. Once per day, you can see the truth of things as they are, without exception. But you will return that to me.
Even if she die, I'll take it off her neck and bring it back to you. I promise you this. Yafir Tama.
I will take your word as an officer. Yes.
Yes.
Thank
So you have a gem that will allow you to cast True Seeing once per day.
Truth seeing.
True Seeing. Yeah.
True
It basically
seeing.
means you can basically see everything, right?
It comes in a necklace, right?
Yeah, it's just it's a necklace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is great. You will get it back. Even if
Yes.
Yrsa has to take it from mine.
Cold, dead, clammy body. Yes, indeed. It is not in my clan's nature to help Mogwai, but I will help because you are part of, I don't know why I'm helping you guys. I guess
Because
because
you saved your life.
no, because I think this is the easiest way to not get killed.
And we saved your life.
We could turn to a life of crime, I suppose. But, that is not our way.
That would be a very strange change for this campaign. But I mean, what? But cool.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm very aware. Actually, it's 11:05.
Got
So
it.
we're running a little bit long. So I kind of think we should probably think about a bit of a fast forward as we dovetail in towards the end. So is there anything else you want to kind of pick up here in the market? I mean, like, you can probably get like this. I mean, 20 gold's not going a long way, right? So, but you can probably get some bandages. You can probably get some basic equipment, some other things like that. Food, usual bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Or if there's any kind of non-magical thing that you want to pick up, you can definitely do that. Otherwise, you manage to nip back to the Vermillion Cassowary. You do find Barra and Kaman's bags, along with the griffin. Please make an animal handling roll for me.
Why? I don't want to handle it.
Please no, please no.
Fuck.
Please no.
I rolled a 1. But I have a 4 for my animal handling, so it's 5.
Joe, if you're watching on YouTube,
No.
thanks. Now, okay, so you leave the egg there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll be fine, Joe. Don't worry. And you just think that you might pick the egg up just to see if it's okay. And there's a moment where, as you do so, you're like, oh, it's a little heavy, and it slips out of your hand, and it lands back on the bed, and you're just like, but it doesn't seem to be anything more than like a couple of very fine cracks on it, and that's it. Seems fine.
Gently roll it so the cracks are hidden. I hide the cookies.
Make a stealth roll for me. Why not? Why not?
18.
Okay. You feel like you have reasonably stealthed this egg. Now, yeah, the bags are here and everything is good. And so what I suggest we do is, Vivian, would you be up for being able to come back next week?
Yeah. Should be okay.
Okay, well, that's great. Thank you very much. So we will pick up from, like, the reconvergence 2 hours ahead. So if there's anything you wanted to do in this 2 hours as well, like, let me know now. If not, then you can just stomp around.
Oh no, I was going to check the dead bodies.
Oh, yes, that's right. And you need to make a... let's think. What are you checking them for?
I'm going to check for any, like, memorabilia or like any things that allude to whoever controls them, or any smells that I could trace back that would smell familiar.
Awesome. That's good stuff. So why don't you make a investigation roll, but you could make it with advantage for me because you have an extreme knowledge of the terrain and everything else and all the people that are in it.
20!
Well, natural 20.
Yes!
That's
Nice one.
awesome.
19.
So yeah, but it still counts as natural 20, so it's a huge success. So, that's very interesting. So you find you find something on the trunks of these creatures, and you find some very, very finely engraved sort of markings that look non-organic, as in they've clearly been carved into these creatures.
Ooh. Can I check?
Like a tattoo.
Can I check? What language?
Like a tattoo.
It's it's interesting. It's a bit like those you know how when people get tattoos and they get them in foreign languages?
Yeah. Korean barbecue.
Yeah. So but the thing is that it's like lots and lots of different languages.
Oh.
Right? Plus other things like swirling patterns and other. It's almost like it's more that the magic or whatever it is. Actually, in fairness, I don't think even with National, I think you actually will say yes. There's something magical and distinct about these tattoos, but you can't tell quite what.
How thick is the trunk?
At the widest, it is the size of a human body, so it's pretty big.
Can I try to like use my dagger and like cut it so that I can show?
Yeah, it's like it's a bit like cutting into like a French bean or something like that. You know, like it's got like as in it takes a lot of effort, but inside it's like a thick skin, and then there's a core, and then there's this sort of stiff cellulose material.
Right. So I just want to amputate that part and not ice it, but like kind of like carry it around. and ask for help. Ask for second or third opinion.
Oh, I see. I see. Right. Yeah. So you absolutely can. Yeah, it's pretty large. So no problem. The other thing you noticed on them as well is that there's this tattoo that's on them, but there is a sort of trying to think how to describe it because it's a bit late, but there is a set of like script that's distinct from it, which is a series of phrases. Now you language-wise you do primordial and sylvan, right?
Draconic, Goblin, Primordial, Sylvan, and Undercommon and Common.
Okay. So this is none of those. And so instead it is just clearly a series of straight characters and then another series of straight characters underneath.
Can I cut that off as well?
It's on the same piece. Like it's like
okay. So I'll just cut off that huge piece.
Are you flaying the dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chandelier has no morals, but a good bathtub. Yeah, so I flay it. I flay it. Do I have to roll anything for it?
No.
Okay, so I keep it. And then, do I smell anything?
Roll sociopath. No, and I think that's probably the most you're going to get out of these
cool.
things, because that was with the natural 20. I mean, there are other things you can find from it, but that's the big clue. That being said, and conscious of everybody's time, I want to thank you very much for joining us. That's amazing. And it's your first D&D session?
Yeah.
Amazing for your first D&D session. Well done indeed.
Thank you for the dice.
And what a way to start with missing with 2 bow shots. And it's like, no, it's fabulous, right? So I'm really glad you could come and join us, and I'm really looking forward to next week. My name is Ramji, and we've been the Fourth Culture, and with me is the remarkably...
Big.
I need G words.
Gigantic.
I know.
Great.
Okay, so
Glamorous?
there we go. Thank you. The glamorous Sheena Chan, and the
one that came was gargantuan.
gargantuan. And with us has been the
Fourth Culture.
Gracious?
Vivian Yap.
Yes.
There we go. That's right. I'll make sure I got the last name right. And thank you, everybody that's watching. Thank you so much for joining in, Sheena. So we'll see you next week, Monday, 7:30. The whole gang will be here. Just a reminder, Ed and Joe show is on. So it's facebook.com/
Pivot Digital Play.
Pivot Digital Play. Go and say hello to them, 888 for Chinese New Year.
Hey,
and
it's a Joe in the chat.
Hey, it's a Joe in the chat. Hey, absolutely
You guys find
nothing
us. No,
happened
it's
to your egg, Joe. Don't even worry about it. Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
See you all next week.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Behold, thine heroes as they observeth the troubled lands and stormy sea. They have no choice, it's national service or Marabanda Survey Team 3. A goblin captain, sea elven cleric, one small and green, one tall and blue, stoned halfling monk and bard who dedicates its campaign anthem to you.
Garrisons up all these parties who stream sweet D&D. The Fourth Culture is our name, but you can call us T4C. Asian influence from rule with less Eurocentricity. Now for some Asia Pen Gang chants featuring Audi and Ramji.
One coffee, Sihir Tabak for me.
Coffee Sihir Tabak for me. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi.
新赛啦，麦乱来啦！
新赛啦，来了来了。Dragon power. Dragon power.
I sound quite transatlantic, actually.
Animated is our party and we're actually very fun.